He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Oh, gross. There's too many sour worms.
You're eating sour worms out of your bag?
Oh yeah, they're so good. I went to JoJo had an interview today, and then right next to it was a dollar store, a Dollar Tree, and I bought a bunch of bullshit and like candy because it's like so cheap. And I was like, I don't need none of this. As I'm putting it in my basket, I don't need none of this.
I don't need any of this. This is all purposeless.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It is me, Chris. It is him, Sweeney. It is him, Derek. Remember, you can jump on over to patreon.com/snarktank. If you don't, we'll kill you. You can jump on over there, donate to some of the tiers, contribute, get your questions asked on the show, get your name read at the end. And you know.
Buy the merch.
SnarkTank.shop for merch. I have a design that's about to go, well, not about to go live, but it's about to be pretty much done that I'm pretty excited about. It's the Autistic and Afraid shirt.
Sick,
yeah,
sick,
I got the
nice.
So that'll be up definitely by the time Free Feeds hear this. And so
the winner of the contest we did.
Yeah.
So like there was a weird thing going on our website where the trucker hat, like dude wants trucker hat, right? Mm-hmm. The guy that won, and then the colors were just like not available. I was like, I was like, do I just need to enable some? But like there was like 2 or 3 enabled, and then when I went in to make more, there was nothing. It was nothing there, and I don't know if it's a thing at their warehouse. If something's a problem.
Oh, weird.
But the thing was, I was like, I had to reach out to this guy. And long story short, because he said, if you can't do that, I'll just do a scumbag shirt. I was like, cool. But the thing is, when I went to put in his address for the shipping, he was so matter of fact about just putting here it is, here's that. But I'm like, okay, when I put it in, there's the exact same number and name, but a road and a street. Oh. And I'm like, oh my God, guy. Because the first email, he just forgot to put his address at entirety. And then he replied with it. And then now I'm like, oh my God. So I was just like, I need to just send this thing. It's been forever.
He's being bullied on the show.
Thank you for being awesome, though.
I love it. No, he's great. Like,
there's more info, friend. That's it.
It was also just my, like, since you are more in charge of the email, I just forget. Like, because I could have followed up a while ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, gee. Like,
but that I got that done. Don't worry about it.
No, it's burned in my brain now because I want to. I'm gonna.
I didn't know that was the case. I didn't look into that. My apologies.
Well, because I was handling it, so it was you weren't supposed to do it, but I just forget that it's a thing. Like when I check my business email, I'm like, it's a routine, and I forget about it. So I was like. It hit me last night. I was like, oh my goodness. It was exactly exactly.
I fucking
see that edit of Finding Christian's wife or whatever?
No.
So douchebag, he does some of the clips.
Oh, yeah.
And I mentioned like seeing it live on Sacred, and he spliced the clips along with he superimposed Gus exploding over it.
Yeah, that was
pretty cool.
That was good. You did scream. You talked about you screaming. You screamed.
It really was so shocking to me.
You yelled. I was like, holy shit, man.
It actually was.
Does that mean you ate the bug on stream and you yelled to the point the stream failed?
Oh yeah, that's right. When Lacey fed me a bug. That's right.
Ugh.
Yeah. I haven't talked to her since.
Haven't reached out since.
You see that she appeared again?
Yeah, she's back on.
Yeah.
Is on London?
Yeah, she spawned. She was like, yo, I'm certified this and I'm doing. I was like, yo, you've been like grinding quietly, and then like it was like spawning like a whole like establishment where
Yeah, she's actually doing useful things.
Yeah, that was cool.
Shout out
'cause
to her, man.
You don't
Yeah.
usually see that. A lot of times it's unfortunately like, oh, they're dead or on drugs. Somebody like when you haven't heard from someone in a long time and then like something bad happens.
Well, yeah, no, she's been in school for a while.
Right, of course.
No, but I'm happy she's back.
Yeah,
doing stuff. It's cool.
Good, and she was definitely one of the what would you call it? I guess people call that shit bread tube. She was probably like
Probably OG.
OG,
Yeah.
and one of the few ones that finally understood that, hey, maybe I can talk to some of these people. You know, like she was like, maybe I should like talk.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I don't know why you did a Mike Tyson impression.
I,
but
I just want like
That was like Mike Tyson and Jay Leno
and
like,
it was
hit
like
each other at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I couldn't nail. I was like, I was actually going for Jay Leno, and I was like, that didn't come out right.
it was the lisp. You added a lisp.
I
I
Instead of you
totally
lisping
did.
at the
I totally did. Yeah.
Get a load of this guy. I'm gonna bite his ear off.
I think it's real delicious.
Punt his face off.
If I was 20 years younger, Jake Paul would have fucking died in the ring. I would have killed that motherfucker. I would have beat him till he's flat.
Fucking May Lyson, classic fella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What a champ.
what a champ. He's dead now. It's a shame.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
Who?
May license. That hybrid
It is
creature.
gross. It is it's like the worst Dragon Ball fusion you could possibly imagine.
It's
Mike
like-
Tyson and Mike Tyson today and Jay
Jay
Leno
Leno.
today.
Oh my! Is this an ineffective creature?
Do you think you can draw May Lyson?
I can't possibly. That's supposed to be Jay Leno, and it's barely Jay Leno.
Yeah,
That
that actually looks like that Dilbert dude. Like it's the other guy in Dilbert kind of.
I don't remember.
Do you
I don't
remember
know.
that guy? He kind of has like clown hair.
I
Yes.
remember so little of
Oh
Dilbert.
my god! I do remember.
It kind of
that.
looks like him a little. You actually let me see if I can.
The guy who invented Dilbert's a psycho.
that guy sucks.
Didn't he go crazy?
He's
Yeah,
extremely racist.
He's so fun. It's so funny though because you imagine him drawing these little characters just shouting slurs at himself. I can't imagine.
I couldn't believe it.
Is Dilbert kind of the basis where they got Family Guy from? Is there like some sort of connection there? 'Cause I feel like
No,
there's, like-
I don't think
I don't think
so.
there's any connection.
No, I
but-
mean Family Guy's from a pilot that Seth MacFarlane did for Cartoon Network.
Okay,
a long time
'Cause
ago.
It looks similar to me. Like,
It's just a guy in a tie. It's not really.
well, particularly like Dilbert and his little feller.
I don't know Dilbert's little fella.
oh, it's his boss. What I'm thinking of.
His
It's
little
his-
fella,
I'm thinking
little-
of his
little
boss.
doggy feller.
He has a dog feller.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dogbert.
His little
I'm not.
doggy
It's not even
feller.
a joke. His name's Dogbert.
I believe that. Yeah, it didn't even register to me as a joke because it was too stupid. Like you would have said dog N-word or something.
So here's his boss. And then,
Oh.
and then look at your drawing. It's
Oh,
like
yeah, it's-
you kind of
it's not exactly, but I see. What
Ah,
you're
you
saying.
can't-
It's too overexposed.
Yeah.
Maybe on that side.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
cut back and forth between the cameras. Like, look, it's Dalbert, and then it's me.
Like there's just like the eyes and like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's a little
I
bit of
see
a
Except mine's got his brain exploded.
How
That's
bad
great.
is that? Like, how bad is having your brain exposed?
Bad.
Like, how bad though?
I mean, under a controlled environment, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Like in brain, they do open brain surgery sometimes where the people are still awake.
do they
But
do
they don't
do the
like-
spoon? They do the spoon on the head. Crack it open.
I've heard that I don't know. This is one of those things where I should probably Google it just to see if it's true. But it said that you don't feel physical pain on your brain, like say for like
It doesn't
say
have nerve endings.
say yeah. So if you got stabbed in your brain, like you wouldn't feel the knife in your brain.
You would feel the knife going through your skull.
You would go
to
for
your
sure.
brain.
You would for sure feel that. And to me, that always sounded kind of absurd. But now, when I taking TRT, I was actually surprised that when you're jamming the needle in your muscle, like when it's going through the tissue, I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything anymore.
That kind of freaks me out. Well, it's just normally. One time I saw David Blaine doing that trick where he was putting like a needle or a screwdriver through his arm, and I was like, that looks like agony. And I think really the trick is the only the agonizing part is truly
Just starting it.
is when you start the tearing the skin. Yeah, he likes it.
I'm such a pussy with this stuff.
Okay,
Like it doesn't make me queasy or sick. Like I'm not gonna throw up.
Yeah.
But like I hate whenever I have to go get like blood work done, I get fucking.
Oh, that shit's light for me, bro.
I get livid. Like I
Yeah.
shake with anger because I
I'm
hate.
you're mad that they're
I-
taking your blood.
Yeah,
This is mine.
Yes, but also I hate this and just the exposed nature of it. It's like here's my vital part, and then they're just like tightening it, and then I'm so like
Yours is
vascular.
so easy though. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
dude,
is-
like I'm chunky. You can't see my
like they're
veins
like
at all,
like,
dude.
them niggas, they might as well.
They
Bro,
got whole ass fucking
They got
things.
a zero gauge. They got a zero gauge fucking like just to like we're gonna get it
He just-
one way or another.
I don't like. I don't like the imagery of it. Like, there's something about looking at it go into my skin and into my vein that like makes me like it feels wrong. I feel like a Capri Sun.
It's the kind of shit when you realize. It's the kind of shit when you realize, like, oh shit, my memories could all be wrong. It's like shit like that where you're like, oh, I'm so much less than I think I am.
Right? Yeah.
You assume you're so much more than you like think
It's
about. Like,
humbling in a not beautiful way.
I just look. The only part is it's why I wish JoJo's horrible with needles. Like, she can get blood drawn, but she won't. Like, because I was like, hey, could you help me just jab it? Because I'm one of those people that do it the worst way possible. I do it slow because I need to be in control. I need. Here's the
control.
thing. No, so like when it comes to like certain things like that, I need to. Of course, when the nurse is doing it, go right ahead. They've done it 1,000 times. I don't care. But like myself, the pain comes from if you accidentally nick like a vessel, or like say like a vein, because you can, because that shit, the vein has so many nerve endings.
of course, it's meant
I hate
to.
it.
Yeah.
So
I hate it.
when I'm like in my, because I do it in my shoulder, and then so every once in a while you kind of like, and I get so angry. I get angry.
But I'm pacified as a human. I think like something happened that just made me like.
I just get mad. It's more of like, I'm mad that I didn't, because I do it around. You do it relatively in the same spot each time, so you kind of know where your veins are. So I'm like, okay, everything's cool right here. And but every once in a while, the needle just a little woo, and then you're like,
you don't put it straight in your balls. I thought you put TRT like right in your testicles.
I mean,
like
I
you
wish.
just the idea of these one do that just.
They just start getting bigger and like, do you know you can actually
You get super
one
sperm?
time I freaked out because I got some in my veins and I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And they're like nothing. But
It's
the
not
thing
gonna
is,
process.
it's just like if you've ever had anything injected in your veins, like iodine. Like if you've ever done you can do a CT scan with iodine, so you can map your shit better.
Right, yeah.
You immediately taste it, right? The iodine. So it's like, and you feel
ew.
it almost like metally salty
hate
in your
that.
mouth.
I've never thought about this.
metabolize shit real quick.
I hate,
like
I
Dude,
hate
it's
the way
crazy.
the
So
human
when I
body
got a little
works.
TRT, because it's in seed oil, you immediately taste it.
cum.
Can you imagine, dude? It's just semen this entire time. They're just injecting
Raw
cum into
stuff
you.
in you, and
I
it
would
makes
be-
you stronger.
First of all, I'd be like, wait, couldn't I just do my own? I don't understand. How does this work?
You can't recycle. It's broken. It's overpowered.
Oh, so
you can't do that. You can't
So there's
collect
like-
your own
there's
cum
like
and then shoot yourself in it and get
RPG
strong.
elements. There's like stipulations. You
I
can't.
think Christian was doing that for a while, actually.
He was
I'm not even joking.
drinking
I
his cum in
swear.
Mountain
I
Dew,
swear. to you, I
You're
think
right,
that's it.
and I hate. You made my eye twitch. You're right.
Well, you brought up the cum drinking,
But that's
No,
funny.
that was me. That
now
was
it's
my fault.
Oh, yeah,
that's
I know
true.
it is.
That's my fault.
I hate you guys mixed up.
It was funny until I started thinking about.
You got us mixed up facing the other one.
You imagine?
No. It's like me going to a freaking, I don't know, going to a high school and being like, dang, Chris, that's crazy. And the kid being like, huh?
So I don't know. I just don't like being in a compromised position like that because I feel I catastrophize everything. So like I'm sitting there sometimes and I just wonder like what happens if this person decides to just become the Joker right now. And
Well,
just,
then you're done.
Like, what if
pulling
they,
your
like,
veins.
yeah, just like spaghetti, or just like what if they just do that and then they're like, actually I don't care, and then they just like wiggle it around like that. You know what I mean?
Oh man,
That's where my brain goes. I like stare at them.
really.
like
Yeah.
the nervous dog. Like the dog that saw the mountain lion or the
Yeah.
bobcat, and it's just like,
That video is crazy. There's a video for those of, I mean, there's no way you're familiar with this, but there's a video on Twitter of like this. I think it's this family with a dog, and then it's a dog playing with a cat, or like kind of like standing next to a cat while it's playing with the owner, and the cat is clearly a fucking like mountain lion or a bobcat or something.
it's like a young mountain lion. Like, that's a little kid killer.
Yeah,
And
And the dog looks so good. It's one of the funniest things I've seen in a while because it is such a stare. When you see the whites of a dog's eyes, you know something's like something's wrong.
What makes it funny is I feel like they're so oriented by us that shit that humans do when something's bad but they don't want to say anything.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've done that to Chris at parties and something goes wrong and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have you seen this person just slam themselves on the neck?
That's such a universal experience of just like if some bullshit like somebody's somebody at the table is like mean to a waitress or something, and you're like,
Right.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
interesting.
Curious.
I can't wait to do that next.
I can't wait to do
If everyone's doing it,
I've been seeing some pretty cool videos. Like just it's like that Karen shit, you know, like people have those videos.
Oh yeah.
And this one was just like this fat drunk redneck dude just yelling at his wife in one of those small little booths.
And then the guy,
and then he threw something at her.
I think I saw.
You
that
probably
one.
saw that,
Yeah,
and I was like,
one.
it was. I was just, I was like, if this guy does this in public, dude, he's fucking doing stone cold stunners to her.
If
he's
you're-
rock bottom.
He's a menace in
He
private.
is fucking.
Like, I'm the person that, like, I will cause a scene. I think it's funny. because Lily hates that
Oh,
shit.
you'll do it for the.
I'll do it for the fucking
I
lols.
get it. Yeah.
Well, then all it does is make the situation way worse even when I get home. Like on paper, it's extremely stupid, but it gets me a laugh in the moment.
Was it worth it?
It's never been worth it.
Oh well, that's. Okay.
It's never been worth it because right after the laugh, I have to get in a car with this woman.
It's not worth it. I mean, usually it's like.
But it's funny.
But usually you continue to do it if it's worth it. You're like her putting up with their bullshit is worth the meme or whatever.
I just
the
like
lols.
upsetting her. I like making people not happy. So like it's a worth. Like I guess in a sense, in a cosmic sort of way, yeah.
So you're starting to realize that it is worth it because you keep going back for more.
And then she's like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" I'm like, "I had fun. I had fun.
I had fun. I never truly started a scene. I think the most I've done was pretend to be a dickhead by summoning like a server. Like I don't think they actually heard me, but they're close enough to where you start clapping and going garçon. You say
Yeah.
like garçon.
That's crazy.
And then like what the fuck are you doing? And it's like what?
That's insane.
But I feel like they're close.
The
they're
gaslight is crazy
just
too.
far enough away to where I don't think they heard.
Right,
you know?
right. It's like it's just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so I want to avoid any kind of public scene all the time. If I could go through life completely unnoticed, it'd be ideal.
Yeah.
You chose the wrong profession, friend. But
Yeah,
that is very
I didn't
true.
intend for this. This is entirely a mistake.
How funny is that? Because I'm the same way. However, there was for a long time, all I wanted to do was just be in a band and go on tour, and then you're just on stage in front of like hundreds of people or whatever.
Yeah.
I have
like,
serious stage fright too. I have really bad. You guys noticed it during a live show. I was freaking out.
No,
in the
I didn't
beginning.
because I was sick.
Oh, you were dying.
I
yeah.
was sick in the
I was freaking out a little bit, but the reason why I didn't bitch is because you were dying.
Is that why you were like shitting like on your back and like having it drip down your fucking?
It just slumps up and splats down.
A little bit hit the fucking the projector.
Yeah, so what's going on? Nothing. Ignore the shit.
I think that would get you over your stage fright. Like that would be so distracting.
That would give me something else.
I think you would be like confident after that. Like, and literally nothing worse could happen now.
I am
unless someone came and sexually assaulted you
while I was shitting.
Yeah,
myself.
that's like the old.
That's so vile, man. Because that's an animal.
Yeah,
that's not an animal. That's a demon.
That's like
that's a creature.
That's this guy. Fucking guy.
If you're shitting yourself and then somebody comes up to you and they're like, yeah, you know what? In fact, this works better.
Yeah.
I was going to leave you alone until you started shitting yourself.
He's got like so sex crazed from like they were sitting in the audience and then they couldn't contain their level of horniness to where they have to jump you now.
He just rushes me and he's breaking through everybody.
It's like Juggernaut fucking just rampaging through people.
And it's like, oh, this guy's gonna rape my shitting ass. This guy's gonna
That's a wild sentence. That sentence is crazy.
Oh, dude.
What a stupid fucking show. There's not really much to talk about, really, right?
No.
Like, there's like, what do we have? Like, there's I think we briefly talked about the CEO. But more stuff has come out about it. Sue got murked in Midtown Manhattan. We did talk about that. Dude had a silencer and everything. The funniest thing about this has been the universal just who gives a shit. Like no one cares at all. That's great. The police are talking about it on like interviews, and they're like, "Yeah, man, dude's a professional. He handled this stuff immaculately." They're complimenting him. It's so
a real good
fucking
guy thing,
funny
honestly.
that this is real.
I love it.
Yeah, no.
So I watched a little bit of Phil DeFranco on the way here, and he was doing a little follow up and mentioned that worst time for Anthem, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, or whatever the fuck. They announced that in a few states they're not going to fully cover anesthesia. Like depending on what it is, the length of it, and what the procedure is. And at that point, people started circulating the CEO of that insurance company.
Yo.
And then the funny thing is, look, man, I love that Philip did this because the way he was talking about it, he was like, yeah, people seem like, and this is probably going to like start something. The way he was talking on it, it was like, he's so on board. He's so like, he didn't say anything positive about it, but you can tell by the way he's matter of fact in it. It's like, there's things that he could have left out if he didn't want to have other people almost sound like a dog whistle.
Right.
And I was like, let's go.
Did you see that? Like he had like words written on the shell casings too.
No,
he had. I think it was like deny, defend, depose, or something. I don't know.
Oh, so
yeah.
Thank you. So it wasn't because I was gonna be like I would have been deflated.
It was
like
a fella.
If it was like no. If it was one of those things where that guy was like involved with the mafia and then it was a hit. Because it would have deflated things a little bit.
A little bit.
I would have been like, oh man, like we're all happy he still got murked, but it wasn't vigilante justice. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. To me, this is justice. Like this is when these evil people that are literally killing people by denying people healthcare.
Look,
that is kind of the thing. Is ultimately it's like we have this tendency to like we understand that like. A person who goes on a bus and stabs a kid for singing epic rap battles of history. That's not a great person.
That's awful.
Right? That's a really shit. I understand, but it's a terrible thing to do.
Right.
But we have this tendency. It's like,
comedy in it, though. But yes.
Well, if you do it indirectly and you're wearing a suit and you do it because it's a fiduciary obligation to a shareholder, then it's like fine.
Yeah.
Like that dude's got bodies. Like a lot more than this hitman probably has. Like statistically.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, I'm just like, I look at it and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to feel bad for it, certainly.
Not
like,
even a little bit.
I literally subconsciously said it. When I talked, I didn't even mean to say that. But like,
no, how could you?
Insurance companies are fucking evil, first of all, so I could give a fuck.
By the definition of their nature in this capitalistic society, when you have a profit incentive
over the lives of people. Yes,
it's fucking like what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
What the fuck? We see how other developed nations are with their single payer healthcare, the fucking universal healthcare. That we understand that's how it has to be handled.
Yeah.
And you're allowing.
It makes
it's like
my brain hurt.
like say like if if there's like a coyote infested area, and then you just throw pieces of steak on the ground everywhere,
right.
And you're surprised that coyotes are fucking all over the place, terrorizing your area.
Yeah,
like, why is this happening? You're like,
I'm surprised it took this long for something like this to happen.
We're all kind of surprised.
Like I was like, oh shit. And the thing to me is like, look, generally my feeling is if things descend into violence, it's like that's really destabilizing. It's not ideal for that to happen, right? But for me, the way that I think about this is like, it's good. That they should know. They should know that people don't care about them. You know what I mean? They should know that there's no empathy from your average person towards these people. They should know.
Right.
They should be a lot more afraid to say the shit that they say.
Right.
And they've been kind of off the fucking rocker lately.
They've been
saying all sorts of terrible shit.
Like, oh, don't buy toast or what was it? Or your avocado. Do you remember that villain with the mega mind forehead?
Yeah.
He was like it was just stereotypical villain. And those people, and look, you're a little bit more modest than I am. I'm very much on the side of like vigilante justice, where irrational. I wouldn't say irrational because the thinking is rational. These people are ruining people's lives and destroying many families and communities.
Yeah,
and so I'm like, well, yeah, they're the actual problem. Get rid of them. We talked about this on the podcast before. I would have no problem with January 6th if it was about the right reasons. For the right reasons, not they fake ass stole the election. That's so annoying.
I agree with you, right? That I think at a certain point we can't allow people to just do evil and kind of be okay with it. At a certain point, you're letting it happen if you're not standing against it.
Yeah.
And I think like that is a real serious thing. I think Americans are too fucking stupid to aim ourselves the right way.
Yeah.
So I think what happened is shit like this will happen, and then they'll incentivize someone that's a complete fucking retard to kill somebody they don't have to kill at all.
That
is the problem.
It'll be like Taylor Swift ruined my life, and you're like, well,
you're
calm
right.
down.
Or no, it'll be
right.
like, but then,
That's the reason.
And then we'll go and we'll vote for people
That's
that
true.
don't have the rights of your rights in hand. They don't care about making your life better. You know, that's why like I agree. Like if I had the chance to have the power to do like shit to like really, I'm not a fucking creature. I'm gonna hardwire my
opening them
arm
up. If you guys are right.
I agree though. Fuck him. Hey, bro. Dude did it with finesse, bro. I would have given him a triple S from Devil May Cry. You know, like I would have.
He got away on like a city bike or something.
Stylish.
Like into Central Park.
Super stylish. Superb.
He had a
supreme
silencer.
style.
He had a silencer that jammed, and he immediately unjammed it. Like the cops were fawning over this guy.
Yeah.
Which
You're
was
like, oh my
so
God, I want to
fucking
kill
funny.
minorities
I guess
like that.
And then his meeting, the meeting that he was going to, apparently did not get delayed.
That's awesome.
Which is, by the way, perfect exemplified.
Apparently they stepped over his body.
Yeah.
Like they just kept
And
it moving.
shareholders, the what do you call it? The stocks
Went up.
They went up.
by
Yeah.
2%.
and they went up because it's like, oh great. We don't have to pay this dude's salary. We don't have to pay this dude's salary.
It's-
more eyes on us. This is great. This is actually a great. I hated that asshole, by the way. You know, like I'm sure that some of them were thinking that too.
I'm sure.
Like,
Fuck that guy. He wouldn't promote me.
This is fantastic. So it's all aboard. Even some of the evil people are benefiting from this. Is hilarious. And you guys are right about the misplaced anger. That's definitely going to happen. But I was just thinking about when we talked about what happened in Puerto Rico with the guillotines or something like that.
Right.
That's just like I yearn. I'm one of those people that have been so disappointed that could you guys step on my side? Not violence, but when say Bernie got snubbed. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, we can't go forward. No. We're not gonna vote for anybody else. This is the guy. We're not going to. Instead of I was like, I've always hated the lesser two evils. I thought I was being mature this time by putting that aside and let me join the rest of the world and I'm gonna vote for the lesser two evils because of things like the Roe v. Wade being overturned.
Yeah.
But now I feel more validated with the outcome of this election, where I'm like, these people did no favors for us for voting for the lesser two evils. And now I'm more on the point. Okay, we're not voting for evil anymore. We gotta put in a good fucking person.
Yeah,
I
I
agree
do.
with you that
I like
the-
the
You're idealistic. You know, you're an idealistic person.
I want
that
people to
stands by that.
fucking vote for the best interest, man.
I have that
I
problem
just want-
too. I have the problem where because I grew up watching superheroes, so I'm like, I'm tired of seeing people like choose people that are objectively not the good choice. I'm sick of it. Like it's like, why am I not choosing a good person? But
I don't know, man.
You
Right.
can't, that's not how you move in the real world. But it should be able to be done.
It should be the real world, but
You know,
it's not.
it's-
We're
Because you have to change systems from inside. You know, like you gotta go inside the system and change it yourself.
On
that
that
is how
point-
you actually really make a real serious change.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not fast. That's not a fast moving.
It's very slow, and a lot of people just end up changing.
A lot of people don't have the gusto to
with the
do it. You
system.
know.
You know what? What you said to your point when you said change the system from within. I was talking to JoJo, and one thing that's like, okay, I think this time all of those people who were comfortable making a lot of money, who were being political pundits on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that, I feel like it's really time for them to put up or shut up, where they should get involved in the government.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I think it's
at this
time.
point, it's like, bro, like stop. Nothing's gonna get better if you guys just sit there and then criticize the fucking assholes who are actually stepping up and doing shit.
But
I
one
think
thing-
people need to take more accountability for that. 100% across the board, and the left in general, we need to stop. The decorum shit needs to stop.
You stop being pussy ass.
Whoa. But the court needs to stop. We need to stop acting like we got to go there and meet them in a better place. Because it doesn't matter how it. We've all thought this for a long time. It doesn't matter what you laugh at. It doesn't matter what you say. It matters what you do. What you do is the most important thing. And people need to start doing what's right.
Do it or get popped. Let's
Yeah.
just assume.
You mean like when you walk down the street jerking off at night?
Hey, man. I was completely alone. I didn't bother anybody.
So listen. Yeah, like
do you got?
I'm very much like in that.
That's
Like
so
I think
illegal.
the,
It bothers me so much how illegal that was.
so the Puerto Rico thing where they wheeled the guillotine up, they didn't use it.
They didn't use it.
They didn't use it. They just, but like they showed that they were like, yo, we're fucking serious, and that's what I want. Really, it's like I want us to show that we're serious, and this was a step that was like beyond some people's comfortability, but it showed that people are fucking serious. And so to me, it's just like, I don't support just wanton violence, but like, yeah, you should be afraid if you financially benefit from like literally killing people en mass. Yeah, you should be fucking afraid.
Yeah.
And they've been sitting like, look at all our fucking money. You can't buy another fucking brain, my guy.
You can't buy a second life, dude.
Good luck.
Yeah.
What was I wonder what his pre-existing conditions were. Like, I could give a fuck about this guy. So you know what?
Oh yeah, not
Cheers,
even a little bit.
whoever you are.
I saw some people like, he had a family, and I was like, oh yeah, so did all the thousands of people that
I hate this
died.
argument. I hate this argument.
So spin the block.
Hitler's dog loved him.
Right.
Hitler's dog probably loved Hitler.
Dude, I saw a page on Axeman actually shared it, where this page is trying to convince that Hitler is dope. And it was like there's this him smiling at this little girl, and they're like, "You can't tell me this is a bad guy." And I'm like,
smiling at a
"The
little girl."
fuck does that mean?"
How are we?
Nothing. Hold on. Nothing says. Oh, that's a good guy. Than an old man smiling at a little girl. That's a great indication.
Everything was wrong about that.
Everything.
How are we still trying to validate Hitler?
I love
like,
that.
How
it's
are
like,
we? It's almost 100 years. We're nearing 100. Maybe 20 more years will be 100 years, and we're still trying to be like, well, you
it's
really
X,
think
bro.
about
X.com.
it. Well, yeah, X is, dude. The
X.com.
racism is crazy. It's too much for me. Even my appetite.
No,
like,
it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
because there's funny, then there's just like, oh, bigots. Like, that's a bigot. I'm on the funny side, but like I understand that I can't like I'm never gonna have someone of a different group do something to me and then go look up anti them like media, you know? I'm not there. I've never done that. I'm not there yet. I don't know what could happen. Like if Lily fucks me over really bad, I could change the perspective about Mexicans, maybe, but like that require her to have a complete character change, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm not there yet, you know. But like these motherfuckers are like motherfuckers are like they'll get cut off on traffic by like a person of color, and they'll be like, you know what? How many Negroes die a day? Let me make a count. Let me make a fucking Yahtzee thing for like have a celebration about it. Like that's where that
reminds me of
pages are.
It's like that Shane Gillis bit where he talks about like how like people talk about like how they're not racist. Like yeah, like not right now.
Yeah, it could change.
Being racist is like being hungry, where it's like if you're in traffic and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. Did you see this was a while ago.
Andrew Schultz thing happened. That's what's going on.
I saw a video. I didn't see what happened.
Okay,
he said something.
You want to continue your point about that, and then we jump into afterwards, or you want me to just go right now?
I mean, we could.
No, we can go into it. What I was going to say was it was just piggybacking off his Shane Gillis shit with another joke. But
so pretty much, it's Kendrick Lamar's new album came out, and he made a statement where he was like, no white man should talk about black women. That's law.
We said don't let a black comedian talk about a black woman. That's law.
Say again. Don't let what?
Don't let a black comedian talk about don't let a white comedian talk about black women. That's law. Because of that thing that Andrew Schultz did.
So it was specifically aimed towards him because of that. It was British podcast.
It was.
What did he? I wasn't even familiar with what he did.
He was. It wasn't the most fucked up thing because he's definitely said more. Fucked
he said
up
way
things
worse shit. Of course,
Andrew Schultz. That nigga has taken a turn that is crazy to think. Because I used to be a huge fan of him. Back when he was doing like Guy Code and shit like that years ago.
Oh, like God, it was like MTV.
Genuinely 12 years ago probably actually.
I don't remember. I only learned about him in the last like 2 years. Man.
I was in high school at the end. I was towards the end of high school watching Guy Code. So that's how long ago it was. But it was like him, he was just like making comments about like talking about how like he's talking to these two British content creators about black women and said like, so that's why he was trying to insinuate that like they're fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. In lesser for words, right? And the black podcast, the people, they were trying not to have the conversation. They were trying to like kind of shoot away, but they didn't shut him down. So what happened is a lot of, you know how internet is, a lot of black women on TikTok and Twitter and all that stuff started saying a lot of shit about them, how they weren't defending black women. And instead of Andrew Schultz being like, that wasn't my intention, he doubles down because, you know, that's how comedians are nowadays. That instead of like just being upfront and being like, that wasn't my intention, I was making a joke, but a joke's a joke. He was like, he's kind of was like insinuating that like, yeah, whatever, I made a joke and cry about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Get over it.
He knows his audience.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. That is the thing about it. His audience.
They don't want to hear any type of any nuance. They don't care about that. Like it's just go forward and keep making racial jokes because they're funny.
Yeah,
you know?
because and it's as much as I like them, I understand that is the bottom of the barrel for comedy, especially if it's not a smart one. I understand.
Yeah,
my sense of humor is fucked, so I think people getting hurt.
I would just say
and racism is funny because of the fact that the ridiculous nature of it, but not
right.
Yeah,
just taking that like.
I mean, I would just say just ignore it. Like I don't know. Like if there's backlash, like. Just like why do you have to say anything? Why do you have to double down at all or apologize?
I think
you're a comedian. Just go forward.
I
Just
agree
ignore
with
it.
you.
I agree,
but I think he specifically wanted the smoke.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It brings attention.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's so good. No publicity is bad publicity.
Like if he was like a nuanced comedian, he would just ignore it because he's like, oh shit, maybe I went a little too hard in the paint, but I'll just ignore it, and the next episode's like a reset, and then people will forget. Because that's the right thing to do if you're a comedian. If you went overboard, of course the sensible thing to do would be to acknowledge it and apologize. But the thing is, it doesn't help you.
And I think what happens is that now comedians are in such a they feel like they're backed into a corner now because they're like everyone's attacking us and we're a dying breed and we're like we're standing against them.
Self-aggrandizing.
Even though
it's
they've
insane.
become part of the machine that comedians are supposed to inherently insult and demolish.
Yeah,
that was the point of the comedians. At least from my perspective, they were supposed to be like, "Oh, this is fucked up," and I'll admit it. Not this is fucked up, but I'm a part of it.
Well, I don't know.
You know?
I think a comedian's job is just to be funny.
I think that's
really
the only caveat, in my opinion. I don't want look, I can listen. There are people that were actually way better philosophers than George Carlin.
Oh, for sure.
But the idea is, I love hearing this dude philosophize with jokes. And it's just great.
I
like Carlin because he at the end he was just at the end of his life and he was like
things though. That's the thing.
But he had also had like decades of comedy experience, and then he was like, I'm just gonna tell you what I think now. Like, fuck this. Like,
that is true. Right? That is true. You got to get. He
wasn't 22 talking about like
Because granted, because 22-year-olds we don't know the world. Even now we're 30-year-olds, right? We're in our 30s.
Yeah, I know.
There's a bunch of the world we still don't understand, which is we want to act like we do. We kind of understand ourselves more now, but we don't understand. Exactly all the world.
I largely like it's arrogant actually at any point to be like I understand. Like I largely understand things. Because we
don't. The world's always changing.
We've barely experienced it. Like I say, if we were traveled, like if we were like legitimately traveled, then I'd feel a little bit more confident.
I walk around.
I think
it's enough.
I think I have a decent perspective, but I have perspective only of what I've lived. Relative to what I live, I think I have
like just gay and racist, like
gay, racist, misogynist.
Yeah.
Fucking
black
yeah. Black and anti-black at the same time. It's a marvelous creature, but
it's a fascinating
the dichotomy is crazy.
Jesse Lee Peterson creature.
Damn, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
What a wonderful creature. Dude.
Amazing.
He's not
amazing.
Dead. He's not dead yet, and it makes me sad.
He looks dead though, doesn't he?
He looks dead. He talks like, man. He talks like. Imagine a slave got brain damage. That's what he talks like. It's crazy.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Did you see that? That is one of the most crazy things I've ever heard.
Yeah. Did you? I mean it. I can't stand that.
Speaking of that stuff, not really at all. Actually, it doesn't relate to it even slightly.
Yeah.
Did you see that Dennis Prager? Dennis Prager.
Is he finally dead or something? Or
no, he's not dead.
He's actually young.
He
younged himself.
He younged himself.
I'd be so mad. Like, no.
He's the person that younged himself, actually. He's going to be around for at least 75 more years.
That's a shame.
I have discovered the Lazarus pit.
What a fucking waste of a Lazarus pit.
There's one use, and he used it.
He used
that piece of shit. That fucking bastard.
He used it. There was one left. And it's single use.
It's like just enough for you to turn around.
Bernie Sanders was right there, and then Dennis Prager pushed him out of the way, dived, and
then Bernie hits the ground and dies too. And it's like, no.
That is crazy.
You snooze, you lose.
No, but I don't even know. He slipped on like a turkey or something. I don't know. There's some weird fucking thing that happened to Dennis Prager where he got incapacitated for some reason.
Can you hold on a second?
Yeah.
He slipped on a turkey.
I don't know. I'm trying to imagine like old white person shenanigans.
I don't know.
Wait. Was he hunting turkeys at least?
No.
Slipping on a turkey you don't see is crazy. You slip on a
no, I don't know what the situation is. It's probably some fucking old thing.
We're going with
where
that.
Like his skin was falling off or something, like or his bones were aching. I don't know what the fuck, but like he was in dire straits.
He got violently attacked by a turkey. Yes,
he got violently massacred by his own body, as one does at that age. He did the Jay Leno thing. He tumbled, but he just wasn't resilient enough to handle it.
Yeah, okay.
So he was, and so I just saw,
I'm gonna do the Jay Leno challenge.
Yeah.
I'm Dennis Prager.
I'm Dennis Prager.
And
I'm
here
scared.
goes the Jay Leno challenge.
Lily did
Ouch.
the one thing I asked her.
Ouch.
She completed one task I asked of her.
What happened?
She downloaded Rivals for me. Did the one task I asked of her.
Wow, it's
Love
amazing.
that girl.
Oh,
Love that girl, man. Shout out to
amazing.
her.
Is it available? What are you playing it on?
PS5 mostly?
Okay. Oh, it's cross-play, right?
It is crossplay. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm playing on.
Well,
PS5.
I'll probably play it on PlayStation. I don't want to sit at my desk today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marvel Rivals is out. By the time everybody in the audience hears this, I don't know how many people in the audience care,
Yeah.
but
It's
Marvel
a
Hero
new
Shooter.
hero shooter, man. So people are gonna probably be on it. It's gonna fuck Overwatch into dust now, though, for sure.
do you think so?
Overwatch is people have already hated that game for a while.
I guess.
And Rivals, people have sunken cost fallacy for that game, 100%.
what are the like concurrent players for Overwatch? Dude?
Still pretty high.
11.
I assume, and still pretty high, I'd assume.
That would be.
Why would you keep it open?
That's what I'm like.
Like, why would unless
That's
they're
not even
spending
that's not
mad
even-
money?
Isn't that not even a complete lobby?
No,
Because it's 6v6.
if you join, no, it's 5v5.
Ew.
It's 5v5.
Yeah, which is terrible. There's only
That sounds
one tank.
terrible. Yeah.
Having one tank, the core piece of hero shooters are the tanks. Literally.
I thought it was the heroes.
Oh my god. I'm Dennis Prager.
So like I was saying, Andrew Schultz,
What
right?
the hell's wrong?
Play as Dennis Prager in my. They should have Dennis Prager Rivals. They should make that game.
Rivals of PragerU.
Yeah, a Prager U hero shooter.
I'm like salivating just thinking
Yeah.
about that.
You'd be hard as fuck playing.
Dude, I've always since
Dude, a hero shooter about like
Yes.
with like disgraced internet personalities would be hilarious.
It's-
like I would like Paul just watch it with his fucking big hands.
my
He'd be like the
God.
Winston.
I'd play Chris.
Bam.
I'd play Chris Chan.
I
What would his kit be?
He'd have like electric powers and super speed and shit.
He would be like a Zenyatta.
He'd be way too broken. Like he'd be like, why is he so fast and does so much damage?
This is fun. This is a fun idea.
I love it.
I like it.
I love that idea.
But back to what I was saying. Andrew
Low cow
Schultz-
rivals.
Local rivals.
Stop, that
there it
hits.
is.
That hits.
That
man.
really hits.
It's good. Someone make it.
Local rivals.
No, we're
please.
making it. Don't fucking touch it.
Yeah. Oh, you make it and then give it to us.
And
You
then
make
we'll-
it,
and
and
give it
we'll
for
sue
free.
you.
For free.
and then that's how you'll pay us.
TM. All right. Local rivals TM.
Fuckers, it's ours. Everything's mine.
That's all it takes is you say TM after something and it's officially.
That's it. It's yours. That's the
Trademark.
shortcut.
That is
They never
dangerous.
taught you that.
They never taught you that in school because it's not real. That's what it is.
Shut up. It's real.
But pretty much, Schultz heard about it.
Right. So what did he responded to?
He responded
Kendrick.
to it. It was fucking really like
Well, you say you short little Nick.
he was like, oh yeah, because black men in hip hop always disrespect women. You know, didn't you make a song with a guy that convicted? He talked about the fact that Kendrick Lamar got
Kodak
upset.
Black.
Kendrick, he brought the quarterback. He brought up the Chris Brown thing that he worked with Chris Brown before.
Oh.
Who
Well,
beat women. Very true. I understand that.
Not-
There's rumors
in-
that he beat the shit out of his woman, but
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know if
There's rumors
that's.
about
I don't
that.
think there's anything to it though.
Then there
Whap,
is.
whap, 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 whap.
I'll beat my wife. Whap,
Oh
whap,
my
whap,
God.
whap, whap. That bitch dies.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
If there was footage of him legitimately doing it to the beat, I think I wouldn't have a problem with it.
That is insane.
It
What if
is
was
insane.
slightly off?
I'd be a little upset actually. Like lags really upset me. So actually, that would make me mad.
I don't want to admit what you just said, but there's more truth to that in my heart than I would like.
So I'm saying
Oh, for
like,
sure. Yeah, that's obvious.
obvious.
What do you mean?
I mean, you were on Kanye for a while, man. Like, for way long-
Kanye wasn't killing and beating women, you know.
No, he was just
he just became
one of the
like
most
an
craven racists ever invented. But
This is before he got Mondo racist. I'll stand by that. Before he started saying shit about Jewish people,
you were hanging on for a while, man.
he was my fucking favorite artist.
I turn on my favorites so quick.
I can tell.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
I
I don't
can
have
tell
any,
you have the bill.
I don't have any loyalty.
There's
There's no. I don't have any loyalty for like people that I look up to.
Yeah,
There's no loyalty.
I
Once you do something,
100%,
when you
but
do something fucked up, I'm like, well, all right, peace.
because the thing
There's a
is that-
scale
the-
for
the
sure.
thing-
Like
the thing
it's
is
not
that
like
Kanye
if you
was
stole
more
from like a
crazy.
like a CVS or something. It
oh
would
yeah,
be
I
that
could.
big.
I'd
could give
do
a
it
fuck.
again. I don't care.
Kanye was more
I'll help you.
crazy. Then when he got prejudiced, I was like, I can't be on this board anymore. Like that's
Yeah.
when I was like, I genuinely can't be on this board anymore. But for me, my love for him kind of jumped off during like Yeezus. Because for me, it was the music is what I loved about him. I didn't really love Kanye's personality.
Yeah, so once
he
he started sucking like ass, you
when
just
his
couldn't
music
really.
kind of fell off, I was like, well.
It was weird. Okay, what? No,
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna change the subject.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, like with Andrew or with the criticism. It's just, I mean, it's not inaccurate.
There's validity to these points,
say
but,
that.
but this is Kendrick talking about. This is Kendrick talking about him. Kendrick, he obviously being in the hip hop sphere, though it doesn't alleviate those fucked up things. You know, like me as a person who I very much so am vocal about how much I see the plight of homosexual and queer people. I try to be vocal about it.
Well, you are gay.
I still. That's supposed to be a big reveal. Thanks for taking that from me, you asshole.
Good.
You fucking white straight bitch.
Can't wait to take. Yeah.
You're the problem. You guys are the
Well, you
problem.
know what? I'm excited.
Hey, assassin guy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to take more from you come January.
Spit in your hat would turn red while
spit in my hand and then snort it
Yo.
like a craven freak.
But there's truth to that stuff, you know, where it's like there's hypocritic natures in every communities, and it really sucks.
Sure.
Because it bothers me the most being with my ethnic background and the shit I hear by people say all the time makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, people doing hyper combos on women, stuff like that
People
too.
it's
crazy.
fucking crazy,
Yeah.
dude. To being
You watch Diddy play pinball with fucking Cassie.
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
Dude.
Insane.
It's fucking wild, bro. Seeing somebody, but like, and there's also another whole thing is like how you love your mama so much when you go and beat a woman, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck is you dumb? But that stuff, and I think there's a truth to that, right? But the thing about Schultz is that he's really arrogant and not as smart as he thinks he is.
Oh, that's absolutely.
That is his problem.
Yeah.
With me for Schultz,
I don't.
for sure.
I don't actually think he's smart at all.
I don't think he's stupid,
It annoys
exactly.
me that like he does do this thing where he tries to pass off that he's kind of wise, and I'm like he's kind of a weasel in that way. But one thing I do want to bring up, the only reason why I think there's a problem with Andrew Schultz when he was joking about the black women, it was the way he started doing it. He did it in a response to those people specifically saying that. If you notice that when white guys start dating black women, they start cleaning up, like almost like they're training these dudes to dress better, to be better. And Andrew Schultz got a little bit offended by that, almost kind of like, so are you saying that we, almost like we don't know better and we need black women to help us act right? Like, so in a response to that, he was really disparaging black women.
Yeah,
And so, and the way that he did that, he was just being like, if it was just in a completely different context where he was just shitting on black women, like say there was some sassy black bitches just going hard in the paint on him, well, I don't think anyone would have cared.
And retort, no one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, so but it was just in the way that, because people were saying, look at Travis Kelce, is that it? Travis Kelce, when he was consistently dating black women, and look how he groomed himself, versus when he started dating Taylor Swift, then he just fucking looked like a redneck with a mustache and shit. And people were just seeing the similarities of certain people doing that in the industry, where they were starting to groom their beards and they were starting to like line up themselves when they were dating black women.
Not that there's anything wrong with the way
there's
they are.
literally nothing wrong with that at all. It was just
like
an interesting observation.
Yeah, it's common, like
Well,
we wouldn't bring it up if it wasn't a completely uncommon thing. It happens, there's a degree
there's a standard. There's certain black women or just certain women in general. Like JoJo she cares about like her appearance and fashion and stuff, and I'm the antithesis of that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if she cared about that, then she would be dating some smooth fucking negroid that's like, that likes to trim his shit, and like, I don't do none of that stuff. I love it. Sounds so good to me.
Droid is funny
because it's not respectful at all. It sounds good to you because you suck. That is why it sounds good.
Hey, sure, why not? I admit it.
Don't do that.
I admit it.
Don't play it off like whatever, man. I'm a fucking trailblazer.
I'm a trailblazer.
Yeah, I don't know. Andrew Schultz just seems. I like I've seen some of his specials or whatever, or not. Maybe not. I've seen him on stage.
Did
and
you see
he's
the
funny.
latest one he did?
No, I didn't.
It's actually, I liked it. The thing that annoyed the piss out of me, again, his weaselly nature, where he was trying to say, Netflix or whomever were trying to make me edit stuff out, so I'm going to have to dip into my own pocket and release it independently. And I was like, he's a fucking liar. That he's a lying piece of shit to say that. And it annoyed the fuck out of me that he was doing that weaselly, they're trying to censor me thing to have people buy the fuck out of it. He sold it himself and then he put it for free later on YouTube. And I'm like, first of all the people that paid for it beforehand got robbed. And then he put it on YouTube. It was just one of those Weasley fucking things where people go, censorship, and then they get money, get the bag.
Yeah.
And so I'm
performative.
Like, he's still funny to me, but as a person, I don't respect him.
Yeah, I get that.
I think he is funny. I think he's around a lot of people that suck his dick so often Like Akash be blowing the fuck out of here. Akash
That guy sucks.
Akash be
That guy
sucking-
sucks so hard, it's crazy.
Akash be under his chair lifting his cock, and he doesn't even. He puts it in his mouth. He doesn't even move his throat. He's like, "I got you. I'll help you out.
Look,
I'll deliver your dick to my throat."
There's a weird. You're right, and there's a weird dynamic between them two where I think, first of all, I think Andrew Schultz got upset that there was a lot of people that listened to Flagrant that were starting to really appreciate Akash as they're equals. And at one point, he was taking out of the thumbnail on the, because they had like a thumbnail where like Akash was there. He was taken out. It was just Andrew Schultz. And then at one point, the way the set was, it was all the other guys, Akash, and then Andrew Schultz was by himself, and everyone was upset. The audience was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Put Akash next to him." And I think Schultz is manufacturing to make sure that he stays in his place and plays a specific role. And it's weird because Akash by himself, when I've seen him in other things, he's not unbearable. And there's something in it that I feel like this is very manufactured in a way that Andrew Schultz is trying to make sure that he remains the star.
Right.
And it's not like, this isn't, the Flagrant podcast is essentially the Andrew Schultz podcast and not Andrew and Akash. And there's, like I said, there's little Weasley things I just don't respect about him.
I think Akash isn't bad.
He's awful on the show. Like
I think the problem with Akash is that I've seen him.
He's like bouncing around and like in his loud fucking nasally voice.
Dude, he's like a fucking. It's like watching like a Rugrat.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's the craziest fucking thing.
For me, it's the thing is that I've seen Akash not stand up for himself multiple times to Andrew. I saw him stand up to himself one time for real. He stood up to him,
and Andrew Schultz threw curry at him
because Andrew was talking on some like wild shit about that's crazy. That's crazy. My brain didn't register that because I'm so not
curry cannon.
Make curry cannon. And it's just a fucking fucking liquid spice touches your eye and you die, and your clothes and fingers get stained.
That black dude just like, I don't think that's pretty. That's kind of messed up, don't you think?
He's like, Andrew, I don't know, man. That's fucking. That's crazy.
That's a little much, don't you think? I don't know. He's Indian. Who cares? He's Indian. What is
Collard green cannon.
Another one. Another one.
He's just got racist cannons.
He just has racist cannons.
He has like a fucking Zelda treasure chest full of racist cannons.
He's digging through it trying to find the right one.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know, man. Like I don't like to.
They're not around anymore.
I don't like tearing down particularly people of color. I actually don't. I like making fun of white people particularly because it makes me feel good because it's like I know they're bad and they've proven they're bad. They've proven they're bad and I know it. I know
You're so like them. It's crazy.
Like what? Like white people? Yeah, but mine is validated. There's a difference. You see, like there's similarities though. Don't get me wrong. Like there's like we can definitely sit next to each other and be like, I agree with you on that, but also fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He just strikes me as somebody who thinks he's smarter than he is, and he doesn't really. There's no point where I've seen him act like a normal person, and I guess that's part of it. You're supposed to, I guess, in that sphere.
Yeah.
But like, it's just it comes across as strange, especially because there are other comedians who I think are genuinely smart. Like I think Anthony Jeselnik or whatever, he's been going off on like because he had a special recently, so he's been giving interviews about it, and it's just like he gets it. I think like he understands.
He's clearly a person that is not swept up in bullshit.
I caught his latest.
Or he can take a moment out of himself and be like, "Oh, no, that's
well." Because he's like, the thing about most of the comedians in the sphere. Because naturally, most artists are just naturally left leaning. It's just naturally. It's a natural thing unless you're born in a specific area.
Definitely the majority,
right? If you're born in a specific area, but it's just kind of like being. It's just around. The industries are typically in big cities which lean left because of multiculturalism,
creativeness,
and creativity. You need exactly.
Like,
it's just a thing. It's like it's not definitive. So anybody who's fucking don't be stupid. But
yeah, there are conservative people who are good at like all that stuff.
Of course,
like Marty O'Donnell is like a fucking conservative dude. He's obviously
they just usually don't. That's usually not what they want to get into. That's all. It's usually typically they're not. Oh, I want to get into the arts. Long story short, it's clear the people who are just like I'm just gonna stay who I am, and the ones that are like I'm gonna follow Joe Rogan for a bag. Right. It was clear. Like Anthony Jeselnik is somebody who's like. I'm going to just be me. It doesn't like when he came back. I caught his episode and he came back because he's been gone for like months doing promoting all that shit.
Yeah,
and it just him talking because you mentioned it on the podcast before. So then I checked it out and I was like, oh, that was nice. Like just
It's nice to hear a sane person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking little shots here and there, you know, just being a little, you know, it's a little cute about it. And I was like, I like this. It's, I've been watching Christopher Titus, because he does like, he has a podcast. It's okay. You know, it's a little
Who's Christopher
janky.
Titus?
You know Chris Titus?
No.
Really?
What is he, an MMA guy? I really don't know who Chris Titus is.
Well, I'm actually kind of surprised
Is
by
he a
that.
black guy?
Not at all. He's like
maybe
super
I'll
white
watch
and super.
You're a cunt.
But have you?
No,
not-
actually,
you-
hold on.
do you know Titus? He's like a tall blonde dude. And he always usually has this like. Spiky,
I might not have.
He had a sitcom in like the late '90s, early 2000s. Titus.
Christopher Titus?
And actually ran for a while.
Oh, okay.
Too.
Yeah, I've seen this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
So he's.
I didn't recognize his name.
Oh, okay. He's always been very progressive, and he's been like all super upset since, you know, Trump won, yada yada. But one thing that upset me, because like I usually like all of his analysis, but then he made a segment like "Thank you, Joe Biden," and I was like,
Relax.
it really, I was like,
I don't know. I think
it just made me crazy.
I think the comedic sphere has gone through a really weird intersection where it's like there's
What?
I was just thinking, have you seen this trend on Twitter where it's like anytime somebody evil dies, and it's like it's Dave Chappelle,
what?
and it's like a copy pasta kind of thing where it goes like, it's Dave Chappelle 50 minutes into a special deciding to get serious, and then it's like a colon, and then he says, "The CEO of United Health, my friend, died. He fucking died." And it's like, it's so accurate.
I have not seen that.
I've seen it so many times. Like,
Dave Chappelle. That's Dave Chappelle does,
there's been a
though.
couple of people who died. Like the CEO of the Auschwitz concentration camps. My friend died. It's like, it's pretty funny. Like I've seen it I saw it with the CEO, and I don't know. It popped into my brain.
That's funny.
Humility is a thing that I've always
Been allergic to.
really. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's true. I
very
can't.
true.
I'm not human. I'm not a human. So
I mean, we've seen it.
but fuck you, dude. That's wear me.
I'm obsessed.
That's
I'm
wear-
obsessed with this, dude.
I hate
I'm
that
obsessed
image
with
because it looks too much like me. It
let
really
me show you
bothers
that I
me.
lined you up perfectly.
Oh my god, it's fucking bastard.
I lined you up perfectly. Like, say, so it's on Patreon now. The episode.
Oh my god. Send me that though. Send me that though.
You should like if you could Photoshop the white of like make it.
What do you want me to do?
I'll do it.
Oh, you do? Okay, I'll send it.
You guys, I hate you guys.
Dude, I'm
But
obsessed.
for
with
me,
this.
right?
It's so good.
One thing I was always respect is humility and understanding. Like, hey, maybe throughout the times of doing things, I didn't have ill intent doing it, but I could be wrong. I could grow and be wrong. And you did one thing where you, for me was I've always been cool with you, but I respected you when you were like, oh no, the thing that Bill Nye did about the sex and gender, right? When you were like, I was wrong.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I can respect that.
yeah.
When Chris did the thing recently, when you did the stream about your
Going hard in the paint on black people, and you're like, oh, that maybe I was a little bit too far.
I was too kind. I was too kind. It should have been worse.
Wait, what was it though? What was
But
the
it was
reaction?
when that girl made that video about you, and you were talking about the idea. You before you had a video, you said something about all lives matter, right? And you were like, I understand now at this moment that at that time, based on simple colloquialism, that statement is true, but I do understand.
Yeah, it's just more context.
That the context of it
Yeah.
changes it. Like, oh yeah, I was wrong. That is fine. That is so fine to do.
Yeah.
But people don't do that.
Well,
and
people
I
don't
think
want to
that-
be wrong because if you're wrong, it's really just admitting you're wrong. It's
but you
a
lose
bad thing.
But you lose nothing being wrong, though.
You do, though. You do. No, you do.
Truly you don't.
What do you lose?
You do well in the context of content creation in that sphere. You do, because then it's like, oh, he's fucking, you lose audience from doing that.
You lose.
So it's in their best interest to just pretend like they're never wrong, even if they know they are.
Isn't that only like in the grifter spaces though?
Well, right, but that's like the most
Is that what we're
that's the
talking
most
about?
lucrative
Okay.
space.
but that's where they're
Yeah, no, you're
I guess.
1,000% right
That's
about
their
that.
planted, but-
You blaze forward no matter. It was
Yeah.
like say when they those guys that are getting sued now, like Tim Pool and all them, they're getting sued for calling that one Hispanic white supremacist. They got the wrong guy. There was like some Texas, there was like a Hispanic white supremacist guy that like shot some people up in a Texas mall.
Jackpot.
And they got the wrong guy. They just got the wrong. They found the wrong guy.
Never been a black Hispanic person. It does sound like that. We just shoot up our general area. We ruin our homes. We don't bring to somewhere else.
We don't go to the malls and shoot them up.
Nah.
We want to buy the shit there. What the fuck are you talking about?
You want to rob the malls. You don't want to shoot it up.
But yeah, like none of them retracted any of that shit, bro. We just want to rock.
We should
Calm
get to,
down.
Should we get to the questions?
Yeah, we're about.
Let me
we're
stop
literally-
talking.
No, we'll get to the questions in
3 hours. 3 hours.
That's insane. in less than a minute. So we're gonna let it.
We're gonna sit in silence.
Yes.
I guess this is a good time actually.
Oh.
Okay, he's
To
gonna break that whole thing. Cool.
I was gonna pull my penis out. No, remember at this point in the show, if you're watching, go on over to patreon.com/SnarkTank. I do want to just call to actions work.
10 inches.
Yeah,
And I'd be like, wow, you didn't you really didn't let anybody. You never even alluded that your penis was so long.
Sleeper agent, huh? Good shit, man. That's
You're not-
most of your
you're not
leg.
even
Nice.
fully erected.
yeah it's
a feel.
it's a little weird because like on the left side the head starts 2 inches down, but on the right side it's 7 inches. It ends at 7 inches.
What are you saying to me right now?
So
Does it look like one of those can openers? Like you ever seen where it's like the curve and then it's a little bit longer on the other side, so you can like
kind of
prick
yeah.
it open. You ever
Yeah.
seen those can openers where you prick it?
My brain's not understanding this. Is it curved? Or is
I
it
think
like,
it's just one part of his head is way longer than the other part.
That's what it looks like.
It looks like a fucking melted candle.
Can you fucking...
your dick looks like it does this. Looks like it just bends over.
Oh man.
Oh man! All right, let's get to some questions from our lovely, well, I don't know about lovely, homeless Patreon subscribers over at
You can be a lovely
patreon.com/Snark.
homeless person.
I guess.
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
You guys are better people than me.
I mean,
I wouldn't touch
from
one.
a distance. You
I
know.
wouldn't touch one.
You
Yeah.
have like a pole. Hey,
Yeah. I would never go near
Whoa,
one.
whoa, 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 hold, don't touch me, you fucking
So
transient. Don't touch me.
Dude, I remember seeing this homeless girl a long time ago, like when I first moved here, and I was like, I can't fathom how you're homeless.
It makes no sense. to me.
It's insane.
You're purely insane. No,
Yeah, you must be crazy. Yeah,
Yes.
like irrevocably.
Being homeless makes you crazy, literally.
Right.
It
Well, I
actually
mean,
does
for
fuck
a
your-
woman to be
It does,
homeless, absolutely. But
makes
like,
you
say,
crazy.
a woman being homeless, it's like you are so unfortunately damaged
There's
because
so much going on up there, man.
that is. I mean, just any incel would take you. I'm just saying, literally,
let's-
you can live anywhere
But
for free
let's cut
almost.
mental health. Let's not worry about mental health.
I think mental health doesn't matter.
It's not real.
Let's move on to
yeah,
some
man.
questions.
You shouldn't be
Patreon.com.
saying that. You shouldn't be saying that for sure.
Patreon.com/SnarkTank. Go on over there,
not
ask
real.
us a question if you want.
I'm black. I don't have mental health. the thing my friend's mom said is like, but he has a home and he has food and shit on his back, and it's like
That's sick.
what the
That's
fuck
it.
are you?
So that
What is wrong with
that means you're happy.
Same thing. I forgot the Spanish phrase, but I've heard that from my aunts. They're like, but he has a house and stuff, and he has a place to live, and it's like, yes, that doesn't mean what's going on inside his head is okay.
Yeah, lo siento comida Taco Bell.
Yeah,
That's one of
that's
my
it.
favorite phrases
Ooh, Taco
from
Bell
back
sounds
home.
good.
From back home in the
Taco
back
Bell's still like
home,
the
yeah.
only place in the area where you can get like a shitload of food for like $7.
At like 2 a.m.
it's
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I hate Taco Bell so much, but
I like Taco Bell.
I've never liked Taco Bell.
I like it. I like it. I don't go crazy there.
But I know what it's there for. I know what it's there for. It exists for a purpose that
Dude.
nothing else really fills.
You just get like a 5-layer burrito.
The beefy 5 layer is my go-to.
But also put rice in it because they're Spanish. They're the only place that still has Spanish rice because everything's switched to fucking cilantro and lime rice.
that shit has taken over.
And I'm like, no, Spanish rice, please. Anyway, let's get to the question.
Shut
I don't want
up.
to get into this. This is gonna upset me.
Answer it by myself.
Damn it.
Answer it.
Sleep. I
Hello-
hate the
hello,
synchronization.
What's good, bitch?
All right.
So you sucking my dick tonight or what?
You sucking my 10-incher?
Absolutely.
You got this.
Fucking throat in me or what?
I'm gonna need both of your hands to cover the rest of my dick.
I need a gun.
That's crazy. I need a gun.
Yeah. We just go shoot in the desert, guys.
Absolutely not.
And then we want to get. I want to get him over his anxiety.
Let's bring him to the desert and shoot him in the leg as a prank.
I don't trust you guys. I feel like I feel like you would do something and you shoot me, and I'd be like, Derek, what the fuck,
I'm
dude?
gonna tie you up, and I'm gonna put a bag over your head, and I'm gonna tape this over the bag.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna try to miss.
And then it'll give me the justification to like attack you because I'm scared.
Bro, you scared me.
Or like call the cops and have them show up with you, like seeing that
With a
and
gun
see
near
what they
me.
do.
With
Yeah.
a gun near me.
Just an
and kill
experiment,
me.
yeah.
It's not an experiment.
Are they going to immediately fire? Are they going to be confused then fire? Are they gonna apprehend you then fire? Like what are they gonna do?
If I was like immortal, I would constantly scare cops. I would constantly scare them.
That's the question.
All right, we're gonna read questions. We're gonna read our questions.
Spawn later.
First one's from we got from Sween's Gap in his teeth.
I love it.
Has its own social security number.
Dude, I was thinking about
bad.
that Zarbon shit. Sorry.
That
Monster
shit's fucking
Zarbon is
funny.
insane.
That shit's fucking funny. Dude.
Yeah,
That was funny.
We'll probably get that name again later.
Yeah.
I was
But
watching Foreign Man from a Foreign Land, Big Body
yeah.
Foreigner,
Yeah.
and his gap is so much worse than mine.
I don't know what's going on with Caribbean
Yeah.
fucking gaps.
I don't know why we have gaps. Is that common? I don't know why.
in a competition,
I don't know why.
his gap is so much smaller. His gap is so much bigger than mine.
Because I don't know people's gaps in their teeth
Yeah.
until it's like at a certain point. And his is at just that point.
But that's like
I'm
me going. I don't know, man. That's like me watching Austin Powers. Be like, oh man, Vern Troyer sure is short.
Well, yeah, it's still noticeable.
Yeah, but like I mean, like
Even
so
for
what?
You to notice you're short. You'd be like, oh, that guy's short because they're much shorter than I am.
I guess.
I only notice gaps if it affects the speech. That's the
Yeah.
only time I notice. But I also have a bad habit of just looking at people's teeth.
Does it affect
I
my
have a
speech?
bad habit of just like I'll be talking and I'll start looking at their teeth and I'm like, oh, they probably think I'm weird.
I do the
What-
same
what-
thing sometimes.
like
Yeah, I
what are
don't
they?
know
What
why.
are you looking at? And I'm like,
I look at women's chests whenever they talk to me. Is that weird? Like exclusively.
I usually pull down their shirt. Actually,
That's too far.
What? Is it?
I don't think it's too far at all. That's crazy, and then they'll run away.
No, you don't. You just.
You run away and giggle, and then click your heels, and then freeze frame.
you click your heels like
But
you're
no one else
an
freezes.
old man, like the old fucking timey.
Like you're an old
Well.
man, like you're a modern day old man who was a child in the 40s.
Yeah,
That's the person who would click their heels. Like I'm in the Sound of Music.
I've got a golden ticket.
Anyway, this person writes in. I'm not gonna say the name again because I already said it twice.
yeah, it's true.
I don't think that's true even. What's a brute jackal and shot Uncle Ben in the shape of a grunt? I have a question for Kingston and Derek.
What the?
I've never really been into hip hop, but listening to you two ramble while Chris silently sits there and disassociates has got me interested. The extent of my knowledge lies in the
What is it? Oh no, I know what this is. Go
the
ahead.
Spider-Verse soundtrack.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew he. Like, how did I know that?
I don't know.
That like, there's something about I don't know. It shouldn't even. I shouldn't even react that way. But there's something about like, it's like when. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
This guy. There's nothing wrong with
You're
what you said.
piping up,
sir.
bro. You're
There's
piping up.
nothing
I
wrong
can
with what you
feel
said,
it.
sir.
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with what you said at all.
Sometimes you find different. Like I found out about gay people because of
Oh no. What's next?
Just go to a black screen. I'm just gonna mute that.
End episode right there. That's when you end episode for sure. Then you post a part 2 of it. And it's this point after.
That's funny.
Oh man, the extent of my knowledge goes with the Spider-Verse soundtrack, and I really like that. What are recommendations you have? Also, New England is better than New York. New England.
Well, what?
Isn't that?
What?
I think you said New England like 3. It's not 3 or 4 states.
Yeah, I was gonna say what constitutes New England.
Yeah, I don't even
Is
know.
New York is not New England. I'm pretty sure.
I
it's
have
not.
It's
no
like
idea.
But it's close, isn't
I
it?
just know that fucking Boston claims it. I know that.
I guess. Yeah.
Just because
close
the
to it,
Patriots,
though.
you know, but I don't know like what it properly is.
I really don't know what New England is.
Yeah.
Must be great.
I've never looked it up, never cared to.
I just get my general sense is that it's the top right.
It's
You know what I mean?
It has to be, right?
Like it's just the general top right of like the U.S.
Is it
Maine, Vermont, maybe.
let me ask you, do
They're
you
not
feel,
New England.
Do
They're
you
not New
feel let me ask you something. Do you feel you probably don't, but like
I don't feel at all.
So yeah, so then that's so I shouldn't even ask.
What were you gonna
But the way that is it not lazy as shit that a lot of the new states are just they just slap new on old stuff?
Oh, no, you were right. My apologies. New England is Maine. My apologies. You're
Yeah,
right.
well,
You're right.
yeah, of course.
I thought it wasn't. I've never
So
heard
it's like all of
Yeah.
that part of the
It's
north.
the top right.
east.
It's the
So
top.
it's Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and That's it. New York is where it stops.
It stops.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Stops
wait,
right at
hold
New
on.
York.
So you said I was just wrong, just for no reason.
Because I've never. I was wrong immediately. I've never heard anyone define Maine as New England ever.
It's
That's
just
why.
it's just the only thing that I know for sure must be.
That
You know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Because it's just the top right. I don't know where it would end. I
Yeah.
guess like New York is where it
Literally,
ends.
New York. It stops.
Yeah, I don't know. Connecticut's fine.
Yeah. That's just lazy.
They
Though,
got kind of good pizza.
Look,
over
like
there.
Connecticut, that's a new thing. Like, come on, Vermont, that's
Connecticut.
no. I'm just saying names. Like the
Right,
New
yeah.
Hampshire, New Jersey.
Oh, the
New
news.
York.
Well, to be fair, like it was supposed
not the
to
news.
be.
The news.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. The new how they just slapped new on shit.
It was supposed to be the new those places, though. To be fair, and then we
Hampshire.
had a war, and then they were like, Carolina, like, you know, like, then we started making shit up.
But
you
that-
know?
to me,
even
that's
New
even-
Mexico. New Mexico is crazy to me because it's not New Mexico.
Well, they're not.
It's Mexico's still there.
It's
our naming convention for America is ass. Actually, it's in fact really ass because everywhere over here is
Why?
Spanish names.
Yeah, and then some
Even
of the-
America's
yeah,
name is a
it's
Spanish
just-
name.
It's
no.
Mexico. Mexico
It's
owned
not.
all
It's
that shit,
literally
right?
America is literally a Spanish word.
Was it named after some guy?
It's named after Amerigo Vespucci, who's like a.
Oh, it's Italian then, I
Yes,
guess?
it's Italian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wrong.
there was some.
Wrong again.
I almost. Damn.
Chill.
It's
Chill. Why
sometimes-
with that group?
I don't know, man.
Why does it turn up? You're like me with whites. Period.
America. Woo. That's what he get. That's what he said when he got here.
Ooh, America. Yeah, yippee.
America.
And
Woo.
he jumped, slipped on a turtle's shell, broke his fucking neck, and died. And then was eaten by savages.
Eaten by savages.
Eric the
That's
human.
crazy to say.
Eric the human, come. Woof, woof. And then they explored the hinterlands together. You know, but yeah, it's a lot of Spanish and a lot of Native American. A lot of Native American when you go up to the top left, top,
Yeah, the top left is
northwest.
That's what I mean. All the names are from that.
Yeah,
Minnesota, Idaho.
yeah.
Fucking ill. I mean, Idaho. I never want to go to Idaho. It's beautiful, but it's
Nothing.
the people that there's potatoes and racism. That's
I want to go. I want to go to Appalachia, but I also don't because that place scares me. Because I feel like
That's just.
Do you want to
Fallout.
do like an Appalachian Trail? You want to do that?
I not with you, but
Damn. All right. Hey, fair enough.
Just play
that
Fallout.
was so not nice. That was not me.
Fair enough.
That's not who I am. I'm
Yes, it is.
sorry.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's
You can't prove it. Into another him.
oh my God.
Sleek
a brand new
wet him.
sleek me. To be like the substance. The just play Fallout 76. They got the map in there.
That's good. Yeah, well, I
feel
guess
like
so.
when the sun sets in Appalachia, if you're not from there, something comes.
You got to say. You got to. By the way, they're gonna get really mad. You got to say "atcha."
Atcha? That's
Yeah,
how you say
Appalachia.
it?
Yeah.
Appalachia.
Appalachia. There you go.
Yeah, they get they're normally pretty like dormant, but then when you
Yeah.
mispronounce it,
I'm so inbred. I'm super strong.
When they can find enough shortwave radios to staple together to get like a signal from the outside, and then they hear somebody say Appalachia, they get really mad. Yeah.
They start fucking slamming their hand. They look like fucking tanks from fucking Left 4 Dead. And they're fucking slamming the fuck out of the ground.
Dude, one of the dude, I love. I was playing that game again recently. I haven't played it in a long time. The way that the tank can just throw cars is hilarious.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like they just knock cars across the street, and if you get caught, if you get hit, you're done.
No, yeah, you hit by a car is auto die.
Yeah.
Because it's happening before like a fucking idiot. I'm
It
like,
makes sense.
a car is safe. That's a whole car. He can't. I
have a very specific memory of like playing like random online, and it was like on the other side of a car, and it was like me. I think it was a Lewis, and like it was me, the car, and then the tank came up, and he just stared at me, and then moved his hand slightly, and the car like killed me.
That game was so
That game's
fun,
great.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't have the same fun I play it when I play it now. It's not the same.
It's because you don't play it with people.
That's
It's
I played it with people recently. Sort of recently.
like on a call.
Yeah, sort of recently. I, played it
I
with
love
a
that
few of
game,
my
man.
cousins.
It's just such a chill. Like it really is just like a game. It's a game you could play while doing this, like while like literally recording the show.
That's a game. That is a game that you can make content with easily.
Yeah.
Like, you just play that and you have fun with people. Like people that play competitive games, like on stream. Like if we try to stream trials, you wouldn't be talking to people. You'd be talking. You would like the stream would have no fun.
There's certain games
They
where
would just have to watch us play it well and get enjoyment from that because I can't talk to you and play that at the same time.
There are certain games that I think would be good for stream, and then I get on and I try to stream them, and it's just like, no, this requires too much focus.
I'm playing the game too
like
hard.
Yeah, I had to capture some footage from Veilguard to finish my review from somebody else's stream, and it was like a 10-hour video, and I was skimming through it, and she was like so locked in. First of all, it was kind of crazy how locked in she was, because I'm like, it's not that engaging, but like it was just also like, so why should anyone watch you? I don't so like somebody was so locked into her. I'm like, you're not, it's like nobody is there, and I'm always anxious about doing that because I want to entertain. Like, I don't want people to just be there to hang out, but I know there's some people that literally don't mind.
People just like that.
I understand that. I just feel weird about it, but I understand that's my main reason why I don't stream, is because I almost feel like I'm robbing people. Because like I'm not doing anything.
You don't feel like you're interesting. It's the plight of not feeling interesting enough to validate someone watching you do something.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, also,
it's not interesting.
We're not the
doing
type.
that.
Well, we're also not the type of people who even watch streams in the first place. I think.
Very true.
So we can't. We just can't even really see. I know I don't really understand. Like, I'll jump into like a friend's stream sometimes, and I'll like talk, but it's usually like in the background. Like, I'm not even really watching it.
Yeah, when it comes to
I don't
streaming,
like sit and
I think
watch intently.
When we're all on calls together and we're making jokes, I think that's a fun time to stream. Like, that's like fun because we're actually like,
for sure.
It's pretty much content again. It's pretty much like a fucking like a Snark Tank sub.
Yeah,
you know. But the idea of this regular is like, eh.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So fuck you, I guess.
Yeah.
No question. If you like the Spider-Verse album, I would suggest listening to people like Juice WRLD.
Give them a couple of your give them a couple of your like favorite albums. Be like, hey, check out these albums.
But I can't give my favorite albums to someone that likes that. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't say you have to do your favorite albums. I said give them a couple
for stuff that align with that.
Give them a couple albums. Like,
the culture by Migos would be a good one. Another good one would be music sort of like that. That's kind of upbeat. Pretty much anything from Ray Shrem. Very good.
What is that you said?
Ray Shrimmer, like Ray Shrem. Astro World. By freaking
you're just
Travis
giving
Scott.
him like more of like that vibe, like
that vibe of music.
Yeah,
I think broaden it a little bit, man.
But because it's baby steps into it. You go from place to place.
Here's my thing. I don't want to
You give a few. I mean,
yeah, don't like so. If this
Epic Lloyd and Nice Peter from Epic Rap Battles of History.
You're such a stan for
that's
that.
number one. Yeah, that's for sure number one.
I respect it. But like, Chris had an Epic Lloyd shirt. Could you imagine that?
That'd be crazy.
I've always had this. I've always had it.
Exactly. I mean, wow. When did you do this?
Make shirts with their names on
No. Definitely. I think anyone can sink their teeth into Good Kid, Mad City. I think it's a great mixture of like.
Yes.
This is a variety album anyone can enjoy. And I would say some stuff's like a little too like.
My problem with that is that if you don't like conceptual albums, the album you'll be like, I'm kind of, because there's a lot of good songs. Like there's Backstreet Freestyle, there's freaking there's Swim Pools, there's fucking
I mean, we can go. There's
Rigor Mortis.
There's fucking Money Trees, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. There's
Money Tree was a kind of heavy song too, but like you could listen to it without understanding the lyrics. Really.
Exactly. It's one of those songs that if you're stupid, which a lot of people are, they miss the entire concept of the album. But they're just like, oh, this is a dope ass beat, and this is
that is definitely the best intro Kendrick Lamar album by far.
100%. 100%.
It's a stupid name because money doesn't grow on trees famously.
That shit's great. Yeah, yeah.
You just said
Good Kid, Mad City
of the song. You just said the opposite of that song. College Dropout by Kanye West. Actually,
there you go. See,
another good intro.
That's actually fantastic. That's a fantastic. A lot of Kanye's old albums are great. For that, getting into hip hop for sure. I have something that's a little niche that I feel like. This is that's too niche. Never mind. No, fucking.
Yeah, because I would love to give him like bars. Like I'd love to give him like Earl Sweaters. Oh no,
Earl Sweater.
Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. Okay. Also,
Earl Sweater though.
Earl Sweater. Earl Sweater. Earl Sweater.
You think there's a guy named Earl Sweater? Like, because
and
of
he's
him?
like, that's not me.
Damn it.
That's not me.
This is my son, Earl Turtleneck.
Earl Napkin.
You think you can get like a
Earl Napkin eventually?
It just all the way to okay.
All the way to tissue.
It's just all fabric.
Earl Twish tissue. Earl towel.
Do you think if you did like Earl Sweater, you would get some people looking for Earl Sweatshirt are gonna get?
You would get some traffic.
Absolutely.
You would get some traffic for sure.
It would be
that
like-
already happened. I'm sure that already we're way
It may
late
have
to
already-
that.
If it didn't though, I'm gonna find out right now.
There's
like
a
that-
lot
it's-
of comedy that hasn't happened yet that we assume has already happened.
Yeah.
And we think like, oh, someone's already done that, but no, most
Dude,
people
I
aren't
think
as dumb
that's
as us.
I
you know?
think that's real. I think that absolutely would happen because there was that guy that I think we mentioned on the show like many episodes ago now. But like there was that Weird Al Yankovic guy.
Yeah.
Yankovic.
Yeah, and he just like he had so many songs on LimeWire, and they were just because they were parodies. Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, it must be him." It was just some fucking guy
Brilliant.
Just getting
Yeah.
traffic out the
getting
ass.
traffic out the ass, making
Oh my
horrible
God.
shit.
There's no Earl Sweater on Spotify.
Stop.
You got to do it.
Dude, I'm doing two things.
That'll be my band.
It's funny. There's a playlist. There's a playlist called Earl Sweater, but that's it. Just a playlist. That's brilliant.
That should be our band. We should call ourselves Earl Sweater.
Earl Sweater. You want to do?
Ooh, Doris
did you
is a good
see?
one,
Did
too.
you? Oh wait, I don't think you probably didn't see it. For one person, I think his number 1 or number 2 song was the song that we did.
Oh,
That,
on their Spotify Wrapped?
yeah,
Oh, we didn't even talk about that either.
Oh, I completely.
Oh, what was your,
It
was yours anything notable?
It was
Mine was the same
insanely
as-
underwhelming though.
Mine
Yeah.
has been
They're
the
like,
same.
hey,
It's
this
always
month
been.
you vibe to this month you vibe this, and I'm like, well, I think they normally give more analytics.
Yeah.
It was. I felt like it was a little less analytical this year
It
than
was-
last year.
it was
It definitely was.
Very cut down.
I cut through it and I was like, I don't give a shit about any of this.
I did exactly. That's
Mine
the
is-
Spotify artist. If you check the artist account, it was way better.
Oh, I haven't done that yet.
It was way better. When I looked at the
I haven't
artist
posted
thing,
anything.
it was pretty cool, and I was surprised since I only posted 2 songs this year, and literally the second song didn't even count because I posted too late in the year.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that I was thinking, so it was just like 100,000 streams. And I was thinking, this is going to be like 95% that rock, that gay rock thing.
Yeah.
But it was only 40%. I was like, I was surprised it was less than half. And so it actually made me feel kind of good that there was other people listening to other shit than just that stupid fucking gay cover.
Which song was the one that we did?
Love to Love.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, we
The-
did
the
that
Turnstile
one.
one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we did that one last year, and then it has an okay amount of listens, and I saw some person that was like one of their most listened songs, and somebody else was like they really liked that. And I was like, I should write something else for that, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Like write another vibe for that, and then it's Earl Sweater.
Yeah,
we're
it's Earl Sweater.
We're gonna have a project called Earl Sweater, and it's gonna be like kind of like punk shit.
I have a band name that I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
That like I don't want to.
You don't wanna put it out
I don't
there?
want to put it out. I'll show you because I think it's fucking great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they gave us these weird fucking names. Like I got like Pink Palette Boom Bat Princess.
what the fuck is that?
What-
What does
what
that
is-
mean?
what?
What the fuck are you saying?
I got Pink Palette Princess Wrestling Boom Bat.
Kingston. That's X videos wrap up.
My rapper would be fucking dubious. It would be dubious.
You imagine having a fucking X videos wrap up in the first place? You have an
there is
account.
one. There is 100% one. I
No,
have
but
one.
that you have an
you think for
account.
Pornhub for sure? You think?
Yes.
They're probably a Pornhub. You jerked off to 14 dogs this year. It's like what the fuck?
Here's the deal.
And you like, I didn't see dogs ever.
Yeah, it's like,
actually.
what do you mean?
If there's a
That's
Pornhub,
weird.
if there's a Pornhub wrap up, I'm gonna start using Pornhub.
Pornhub wrap up would be fucking hilarious.
Oh my god! I was just the only time I've ever done anything related to Pornhub was on the podcast because it says midgets with big dicks. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Do I remember that? That was like a week ago.
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember that? You remember that?
Yeah. So those are some
Yeah, those are some
recommendations. I would have nothing to offer you.
Yeah, hit up more for message. I might have some more stuff or
Yeah, another match would be good. Yeah, my artists are the same as it's been for the last 5 years.
What are they?
actually. It's K-Tronada, like always. Let me pause it for the shit. Fuck you, fucking.
Yeah, I just wrote them down because we talked about it on Sacred too. But it was, what do I have?
It's always the same. It's like
It's
I
Rise
have-
Against, obviously. Anderson Paak,
Reap Again.
Devin Townsend,
David
David Down syndrome.
Downs.
That hurt him.
David Down syndrome. That rules.
And the Bronx.
And the Bronx. I didn't. I know. I don't remember mine off the top of my head. I know. I listened to this song called "Miracle" by A Day to Remember like way too much.
Yeah.
So that was there.
Dude, my most played
Some
songs were
Switch.
ridiculous. They made no sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just weird because it was like one of them was "Mama Said" by the Shirleys. Do you know that song?
When were you? Yes, I know that song.
I don't know why. I remember listening to a lot of it just for no reason. I think because I was like trying to come up with like videos and like I listened to like a lot of music from like a long ass time ago to think of like intros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's why in the recap I have like I think what is it Rodrigo y Gabriela, just like an acoustic track. I was gonna say autistic track, but so it's like "Mama Said" is in the middle of there.
Yeah.
Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. Mama said.
Yeah, I got Kate Tronada like usual.
Kate Tronada.
The Jungle, another classic. West Side Gun,
Bullshit.
The Alchemist, of course, and Kendrick Lamar. The Alchemist, stupid.
Oh
my goodness! Like other people, I'd be like, all right, but The Alchemist is like, he's the GOAT. Like
I'm gonna be honest. I was not really paying attention to what you were saying. I was just saying
you were just
dumb
saying
shit.
shit. You were. What the fuck is wrong with us, dude?
Thanks to everybody who we ended up on their Spotify Raps, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
A lot of that
very,
was
very
awesome.
cool. I also found out that apparently we could have been like there were a lot of people messaged me about like, hey, you're my main podcast that I listen to, but I listen on YouTube. You weren't in my YouTube Raps, and I was like, oh, weird. And then I realized that like, oh, you can label like playlist. You have to like basically make videos a playlist and then make that playlist a podcast, and then it'll register and it'll get sucked into the algorithm for podcast, which
We're
was
so bad at this.
fucking
dude.
insane.
I don't know. Like,
Why are we not? We do that tonight.
I did that already.
Oh God,
I went
do
through
that tonight.
I went through and I saw some duplicates in there and I undid some of the duplicates. But like,
But there's a Spotify-
so there's a playlist now.
podcast.
There's a playlist now for the Snark Tank podcast that actually functions as a podcast on YouTube. Because I think if you don't have YouTube Premium, I don't think you can listen to YouTube videos with the screen locked.
You can't. You have to do the picture in picture. That's
Right.
all you can
but
do.
I think
No
if
locked.
but I do think if it's a podcast, it works.
So that's
I think I don't understand why you would have a separate designation
How do
if
I
not
test
for that.
that?
You know what I mean?
I have an old phone I can test it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I assume anyway. I could be wrong. I could be talking
I'll
about
try
my
it.
Listen, song
But-
is so stupid.
But the point is that playlist exists now. So
Yeah.
if anybody was curious about that, it'll be.
But yeah,
you know.
guys, fucking awesome. Like it's so awesome seeing us. To me, especially for me specifically, since I'm like an avid Come Town listener.
Yeah.
Even though it's gone, I still like cycle through a lot of the clips. I haven't heard everything they've put out. Seeing like one of the lists, seeing that like we're above Come Town was like that's crazy to me.
It's
Because
crazy. Yeah.
I'm just like that. That's nah.
we are.
But I know it. At least I'm sure it helped that our podcasts are way longer, so it helped us
for
etch
sure.
out. But still, even seeing that visually, I was like, it's
we're
crazy.
definitely we can tell which podcasts we are very similar to.
It's interesting.
Sleepy Cast,
Oh sure.
Podcast, obviously.
because we're friends with most of them.
Sure.
So that's clearly it would make sense that we have similarity to them.
Yeah.
With Come Town, there's a lot of sort of comedic sense. Like,
There's
overlap.
some crossover, especially that gay when we do that gay stuff. It travels pretty far because I don't know. It almost alluded to like I swear somebody I haven't seen a footprint, but there were some people saying it said like Nick Mullen approved, and I thought I was like, did they say something? But I've seen no. I've
who
seen
knows?
nothing.
I've seen some of that stuff too, like some weird stuff, like I remember getting a comment. It's like, oh, I came here because of Cinna. I'm like, what?
Oh, and then there was like no.
But
you
it's like a
didn't see
streamer. It's like a
anything.
really popular streamer. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no. But I saw another. And I was like, what? That can't be real.
There's no way Cinna's watching. This.
There's no shot Cinna's
no
watching
way.
this.
There's no way she's watching it. If she
Yeah.
is, shoot through. That'd be cool to have her on the podcast.
Yeah, if you are, hey. So
she's your type, bro. She's your type.
whatever.
Dark
Yeah,
hair,
whatever.
ambiguous. ambiguous.
It's like you don't look like we're gonna get stopped anywhere.
You're ethnic enough for me to enjoy you, but not ethnic enough for me to be scared to know that I'm around you.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
But-
I've definitely done that. So
I believe that. Anyway, let's move on.
Because there's truth to it.
So yeah, like
I can't let you eat my grandma. Look at your skin.
I don't know, man.
The
It's really cool seeing, and it's so funny. Like there's some of these raps that I was seeing. I was tagged on Twitter, on Instagram, and some of them are fucking hilarious because like we are such a black sheep in some people's listening. Like some people have like these really like. I saw one where it was like I can't remember what the name of the show was. But it was like an NPR show. It was like an NPR show, and then it's us, and then it's like Alana and some other people, Critical Role, Joe Santagato, those guys. And I'm just like, what the? We are so clear. Like, if there was a basket of apples and there's one poison one, like that's us in that basket.
Yeah.
It's like the game where it's like there's one cup that's a death cup.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
else is like fine. It's like that's the death cup.
That's great.
But we're the death cup. We're like the final stage of like progressiveness.
Before it gets to
Like bad.
really bad. Yeah.
we're like
Yeah,
teetering though.
I think we're I like this. I think we're exactly where we need to be. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go any safer, and I wouldn't want to go any darker. If you know what I mean.
In that area, yeah.
I think I'd go more progressive, but I would still nullify all that by the fucked up things I would say right after.
You're the most schizophrenic person here.
Yeah, absolutely. I am a true dichotomy.
It's just
wild. I've always been like that.
You've
too.
easily said the worst stuff on the show, which is great because I can get away with
There
it.
is clearly going to be a compilation of you disparaging
The Jews,
Yeah.
The Jews, women,
everyone else.
white. Like if
Jews, women, whites.
if I like this for
Jews,
some
women,
fucking
whites. Jews, women, whites. Jews,
I was gonna say
women.
something worse right after that, but I helped.
Yeah,
myself.
I know. I believe it. All right.
wake up, shitting on them Jews and trying to hit some bitches.
I hit my wife. She's white and Jewish, and I hit her.
Hey, there was an update. The Canadian
I hate my
police are
Jewish
still,
wife and I do it right. What?
Yeah, bars, man.
That's bars, man.
There was an update, a small little update that the Canadian authorities are still looking for Mama JF.
Oh, really?
They're
That's
still
like updated?
asking for tips. Yeah, so I saw that.
Asking for tips 4 years after
Dude,
this happened.
she's bones.
She's bones.
And she's clear- she's absolutely
She's a
bones.
green skeleton right now.
What was she, poison damage? Is that she
Yeah.
Oh, you
died?
turn green.
Do they?
You turn green. Remember that?
I was
guy
thinking
that
of
had
like
his
the Green
mom?
Goblin bomb.
Remember that mom that the guy that had his mom, like his grandma out. You saw that video?
Oh, that's
Oh, you mean
right,
like the skin,
yeah.
but not the bones,
No, I
right?
was yeah, we
Oh,
were
the
ta-
okay, the bones.
Yeah,
So,
because I'm saying at this point, it's been over a year. She's bones.
yeah, she's
Sorry.
bones.
Sorry.
She's fucking bones, and they were like, "Hey, if anyone still has any tips," and I'm like,
How do the maggots get in the box?
She's been she's been bones for longer than she's been dead.
Maybe.
I don't know how long it takes, so I can't.
That's not possible. But you get what I'm saying.
I know what you mean now. 'Cause that okay, yeah.
Yes.
That implies she was.
Yes.
that-
No,
Bones always. There's a live bone.
That's why I said I know what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean.
okay,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yes, you always have bones. So,
Stupid.
but
Droger.
yeah, there was an update with this stream. They were talking about JF. Apparently, like he looks like he fled his Quebec. I think
It's the same fucking.
yeah, like
They're just annoying. They're annoying
French
Canadians,
Canada,
yeah.
right? He fled that area, and so
I am fleeing the authorities.
I think they were kind of zeroing in on him. Which are they all dumb? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because it's been like it's been so long. Number one, she's a skeleton, so they can't even if they found her, they couldn't even tell how she died at this point. So I'm like, they just fucked that up.
Yeah.
Number two, there was no press conference. I've seen no mention from the mom or dad or family or no marker of anything other than if you search for her name or something on like the first or second page, one of my tweets is one of the things.
Yeah.
Because I was asking about like, I think earlier this year, I was like, any updates? What the fuck? Like, why is literally no one talking about this? And also, the true crime people. It's a gold
get on it,
mine.
dude. It's a gold mine, dude. Like you're missing out.
It's insane.
If you're not. Yeah, I don't know, man. That whole situation's insane. The fact that no one has been talking about it, the fact that it's been clearly too long. I guess people just don't give a shit about French Canadians.
I think that's the
That's
case.
like the only takeaway is
I think that's the case.
Their family's like, oh, she's missing, but like she's French Canadian. Like,
who cares? We will make another child.
Who cares? We will build another baby.
The MMA guy, Jason Pierre Paul, something like that.
Christopher Titus?
Give me something.
French Canadian, if I'm not mistaken.
George St. Pierre.
George St. Pierre. He's French Canadian, right? He is, right?
Yes, St. Pierre, of course.
I should message him, be like, hey man, you want to give this some? Because he always posts weird shit, and he's like, he's one of those weirdos that he would go on Joe Rogan's podcast a million years ago and talk about like, he was into paleontology, but like he was kind of weird about it. Like he believed like weird things about dinosaurs.
Like Joe Rogan's podcast.
I liked him.
Idea.
It was fun back in the day.
Idea. Joe Rogan's podcast in the Jurassic era. It was Joe Rogan interviewing a caveman. And he's talking about.
There weren't even cavemen then.
Whatever.
Oh, so like 10,000 BC. Okay, like 10,000 BC.
We'll do Flintstone rule.
Yeah.
So he's doing. Obviously, he's doing a podcast.
I know, like it has to make sense.
There was you set up a rule, and I was in that rule. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So he's interviewing cavemen, and they're just like bewildered at like obvious everyday things. Like it's like when I pour water on the ground and like a green fucking thing came out.
Fuck is that about?
What the fuck is with the green thing?
There's a little furry thing that kept following me and alerting me of danger, and I was like, I think I'll keep him.
Yeah.
This world, Joe, it is big world.
He sounds like fucking Mike Ermintrout.
It is big, scary,
Big
Joe.
scary, Joe. And Joe's like, wow, I never really thought of that.
I never thought about how scary everything was.
When it gets dark, Joe, I'm really scared. When the sun goes bye-bye, I get scared and cold.
My uncle go sleep, no wake up.
No, wake up. Wow, why did that happen? I don't understand.
You think it's aliens? They have an understanding.
Joe's barely smarter than them.
Modern Joe Rogan is barely. He's actually not only is he barely smarter, he's like significantly less enlightened.
Yeah. Like he's asking them questions to clarify. He's like, sun no come up in dark and the cold.
But the Earth is flat. How?
No.
No, the caveman stops that.
Joe.
No.
Joe, the
Earth round.
curve, when we go on mountain, it is curved down. The statue monument down.
We don't know that for sure.
So we don't know. But have you actually seen the entire
Are
road?
you retard?
I never thought about it.
Maybe I am. That's a worth that interesting.
Dude, I love the caveman calling Joe Rogan a retard in a prehistoric podcast. Is fucking that's top tier. Are you retard?
That's amazing.
That word exists. That's like back then.
Incredible.
When do you think the idea of aliens became a thing for cavemen? Was it probably pretty early into?
It was so
existence?
fast.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I
probably.
actually don't think so. I think it was gods before aliens.
Same shit though.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
Okay, yeah. So,
Because I just don't think they would have a concept that there was another place at all. You know what I mean? Like another that there even would be machines.
They're not dumber than we are actually, but they just have less exposure to stuff. So in concept,
no, not necessarily.
I don't think
they're definitely not as smart.
I don't think prehistoric humans were stupid. Really,
I'm not saying stupid, but like they are stupid. We're stupid now.
Yeah, but they were less knowledgeable, but not less aptable to learning. I think that's probably.
I don't know if I agree with that. I to be honest, I don't really care to explor that though.
Because I feel like it's interesting.
What are they going to do? Argue?
I feel like it's interesting to think because, like, if a caveman was
rips through space time. Hey,
how dare you?
He goes on the fucking debate floor and he wins.
Oh my! He goes on Jubilee. He does Jubilee. He does Jubilee.
Caveman versus 20
MAGAs.
A caveman versus 20 Trump supporters. Jubilee.
And the caveman is making way more sense.
Though.
They sit him in front. They sit him in the middle of the room, and one of the Trump supporters goes like, well, what about Hillary Clinton's emails? And the caveman goes, he just pulls out a club.
Like his head gone.
Like, what about the 300,000 children that are gone? He's like, they were taken by sponsors. Most of them not taken and sold into sex trafficking.
He knows what sex trafficking.
He knows what sex. He knows what all that stuff is.
That dumb idea. Why are you so stupid? Me want rip arms off and slaughter you here, but suppressing urge.
Never mind.
And then he at the end of each time, the ding, and then just smashes.
He slapped one guy's brain out his ear.
And the people who go up like get progressively more like nervous.
They're still coming.
They're still going. They're really so.
They run up. They have to run up, and then they're scared.
They really have to like. They really have to make their point.
Yeah, they have to.
Ben Shapiro's like, well, I understand that you're a caveman, and you're probably less evolved than I am.
And that dude just
grabs
charging.
him and just there's a little
funny.
resistance. It's like
He let him talk for like 3 minutes straight. Like Ben Shapiro just wouldn't shut the fuck up, and he's just nodding.
good, yeah.
And then he just pulls his eyes out.
He fidgets with his face like a fucking like Spy Kids when they fucked up that guy that was the alien dude. He just fidgets with his face and it looks like fucking Gumby afterwards. He's like, I think you're better now.
Turns him into that
can't breathe.
chick Ben Shapiro. Like, it just turns
That's
into-
insane. He transes Ben Shapiro with his own
Like,
bare hands.
Fucked up, and it looks exactly like her. There's blood though. There's blood, but it looks exactly like her.
Dude, yeah.
Back in the day before we learned more about shit, we had more ability to mold the world around us. So
Yeah, we
he
had,
can
like-
change the world by his thoughts.
We had alchemy. We lost alchemy. You know, iPhones made us truly lose alchemy. It was
I
iPhones.
think if you really look back, homosexuality and the internet have a very
I couldn't keep a straight face.
All right, let's move forward.
there's a through line there.
Let's move forward. We got your stupid question.
Vaccines
right, brother.
and
Yeah.
autism.
Go listen to that
are-
music, I guess.
Oh yeah, go listen to stuff. Yeah, yeah, go listen to that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, that would be
guys
my
are
recommendation.
You guys are my
Down with the
friends,
sickness.
right?
If you like Spider-Verse, you'll love Down with the Sickness.
He's like the only diehard Disturbed fan
Yeah,
nowadays.
go listen to Higher by Creed.
Oh, that's fire. That's gonna be my next gay thing is a Creed song.
Oh yeah, what is it gonna be?
I'm not sure if it's gonna be Higher or With Arms Wide Open because. With Arms Wide Open, it's a layup.
Yeah, it's a layup.
Everybody understands what that's going to be.
That's T-ball.
Yeah.
You know?
So Higher, I have a little bit more room to play with. So I'm like, should I just like be creative or should I just be lazy and just do the? It's one of those two though.
Yeah.
But that should be fun.
All right. Saddest substance. Wait, no, it just looks like cum wrote in. He says, "Hello, fellas, from my novellas. Wishing you all a happy December. Thank you.
Thanks, nigga.
Y'all remember Bloody Roar?
Yes, absolutely.
What a good time that was, and sad that it's dead. I wish it could be brought back by someone. What is a game series would you would like to be brought back from the dead? And also, what studio would you entrust with its revival? Cheers, ya queers.
Damn, Bloody Roar is a good one because Bloody Roar 2 is one of my favorite fighting games.
I love Bloody Roar 2.
is
Bloody
dope.
Roar 2 specifically, there's something, I don't know what it is about that game specifically.
It's just
The sound design is great.
great.
Like the voices for all the characters are great. I think it's got like the right amount of like PS1 shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like enough detail, but like it's still like vague. You know? That's a
Bloody
good ass
War
game.
made now would be crazy.
Oh,
It'd be a really
I
crazy
love it
game.
so much.
Stun the insect.
The insect, Bushuzima, the chameleon,
Law the tiger.
the tiger.
I loved that game.
Law was
man.
so fucking broken.
Law,
That
oh
nigga
my-
was
Law's
so
broken in every game
good.
Law's in. Like Law's like in Tekken he was fucked. He had the weird flippy fucking shins.
He had his fucking like a 10,000 fist thing. Bam. And they had Shenlong, where he was like, it was like
The
Evil
little-
Ryu,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
Him.
So there was Sheena, the leopard.
There was the there was
Gato, what's his stupid name? His
Yeah,
name is
Gato
Cat.
the cat, yeah.
His name's Cat the lion. Gato the lion. He's the boss.
Oh yeah, the guy with the spiked up hair.
Yes, the Dragon Ball Z character. Well,
Literally.
also Shayna or whatever the fuck her name is. Sheena or Shayna, she looked like another. It was
Bushuzima the Chameleon was dope though.
He was cool. He was like
that
the-
name
what
is
was the
so
wolf
cool.
guy?
I love Bushuzima.
He has to. I play his theme song a lot.
The main character.
I
I wish they gave him kicks.
His
His kicks were so ass in the game. I was like, why does he not have any decent kicks?
He's
He's a mixed martial artist, and I'm like,
Who?
The wolf dude. He was a fucking MMA fighter.
No, he was
Or
actually he was
kickboxer.
just a boxer.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he didn't kick.
I thought he was a kickboxer.
No, he's just a boxer.
He would do that front flip kick
He
that
was
was fucking crazy.
Hugo.
Hugo.
The only thing he would do, so he would do that, and he would do that flip, and then it was that kick.
Yeah.
That is an actual kick, right? But he didn't do. He was basically a boxer with almost no kicks.
Yeah.
That's why like all of his moves was just all about like evasive and fucking like hooks and shit. And he would say 2, 1, upper, and he would say shit like that. Yeah.
Dude, I literally have I think I literally actually have Bloody Roar in the PS1 in my living room right now.
Sick.
And
Dude,
it's so good.
The Versus screen has a fucking organ wailing in it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's such a good
I love the
game.
replay too, like whenever you would like get like a ring out sometimes.
yeah.
Like
Replays were stable. I love that shit.
yeah, but it was like the three
The three quick
like,
session. It was like 1, 2, 3, and then you would see it one more
you'd see
time.
from different angles.
Jenny was definitely like game
The bunny
like that
chick?
shit. No, that was she was the slut, the bat. No, like straight up, she was like a whore.
What was her name?
She was a succubus. She was like
Jenny,
succubus.
the
buddy.
slut.
Basically, because then she would turn into like a naked bat essentially. And one of her moves when she wasn't a bat, right? So she would speaking, she'd be like step on you and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then she would do this like spinning kick thing and like. Like she's like she was so slutty and I
It was
loved
pretty
it.
much Morgan.
She was great.
Morgan separated
Yeah.
instead of combined.
That's
She was great, man. Damn, I love that
Those
game.
games were good.
The fucking sound effects too, like the gorging bite sound. So like if you hear like say a grab attack with like when you change it like you hear like it was like teeth sinking into meat, and it's just like
So
I don't know what happened with that game, man. Like that game had all the makings of something great, and then I think it was just like
Maybe in the
mismanaged
future.
or something, or
'cause
what? Because that
Bloody
should have
Roar
been
3
way bigger.
sucked cock comparatively, so it was on a GameCube.
Oh,
It was all
man.
cleaned up, way less blood. Like one of my favorite things was a Buckaroo, the
just
mole.
roar.
He would impale you, and when he would take his claw out, it would just be gushing
Yeah,
so much
blood
blood.
spread out, yeah.
And then on 3, it was like, pew.
So
And
dumb.
I was like, what are you doing? And then they put in some gay alien as the boss that no one cared.
I remember
wanted.
they made Alien the final boss on the last
I was like,
one.
what is this? What are you doing to my game? And then it
Yeah,
died.
and then it just
Was
kind
there
of
one
fell
more
off.
after that?
I think it was just 3. If there was 4, I
There might have been a fourth one that nobody cared
don't
about.
fucking know about it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I never played it.
Yeah, look it up. I'm curious.
Yeah, let's see.
If I
But-
could bring back a game franchise, it would probably be what's the game franchise I love that disappeared? Metroid, but
Yeah.
what would it be? It'd
What
be,
the shit? There was a Blade Runner 4, and I didn't play it.
Yeah, it's the fourth one. It was Xbox 360.
Was it
It was
360?
apparently ass though. It was apparently like hot ass.
How the fuck did I miss this?
Was it 360?
Let me see. No, it couldn't have been.
Yeah, it
Came
couldn't
out,
have been.
It came out. Is it what?
No, wait, it was 2005.
It says 2003.
Yeah, so it's an
really?
Xbox PS2.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. I missed it too. I don't know. If I only played the second one though. To be fair, I never played 3 or 1.
What's a game franchise that's gone that I'd like them to bring back?
That's kind of the thing, right? Is that like
Everything's been brought back pretty much.
in some way, shape, or form.
I was gonna say
would-
Legacy of Kain, but Legacy of Kain just came out, right? Didn't it?
dude, 4 days. I'm so pumped.
Mm.
There's a lot actually coming out in the next couple days. You know, Marvel Rivals. There's that. I mean, I guess Mouthwashing's out already. I finished it. This is not gonna. Probably, I want 100% that game though. But Indiana Jones is coming out in a couple days.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty curious
I
about
forgot
that.
about that game.
punching Nazis will be fun.
Yeah, I'm curious about it. I don't care about Indiana Jones really at all. But
You German Negroes.
but I like machine games. I think they're cool.
Just whipping them. He only whips them.
I like that. Whipping people is so fucking funny,
It's
man.
funny.
I double whip and set them on fire in Demon Souls, and I whip the fuck out of demons, and it's hilarious.
It's
You
crazy.
can see them screaming.
It's crazy to me that studio just makes games where you kill Nazis.
Shout out to
Like they
them.
just make Wolfenstein and now Indiana Jones. It's like
That
it's
is
literally
funny.
just like we specialize in making the Nazi murder.
It's very good, you know. It's
Yeah,
very
that's-
good.
that's
yeah.
true.
It's good.
Oh, I want Onimusha to come back, but
And then Legacy came.
Yeah, Legacy. Oh yeah, I want Onimusha to come back, but I don't think it's going to because it didn't. When they remastered the Warlords.
Oh,
it
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
sell so well. So
I played it. I played a little bit of it.
I love that game. It's I love that game so much. But number 3 is so fucking good to me, and I know because there's going to be a myriad of problems. There's going to be license issues, likeness issues. They said they fucking put in John Reno in the game. Like I was like, so what are they going to do? There's a lot of things that they got to do that I feel like it just can't. They can't over. They could make a new one, but it's just
Yeah.
no one. It's too niche, unfortunately, and it makes me sad because I think that that series is so undervalued. They made one of the games I thought was really fucking stupid because they put some like Final Fantasy looking guy in it.
Oh.
It's like, and I was like, it's called like Dawn of Dreams, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Don't do this. It was always very grounded with demons. It was like, grounded. Everyone's grounded, and then they put in some fucking stupid white guy that looked like. I was like, you're Japanese, I guess, or something. What are you? I don't know what this is.
There's two. There's two that come to mind. Medieval, which was like a PS1 kind of like hack and slash.
Did they not remaster
platform.
that?
Well, they remastered it, but like they remastered the first one, but I don't think they're going to do a second one because it was kind of like an animation thing. It was like it's very specific.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I don't know. I love that character design, and I love the idea of that game, which is like this war hero dies and he's like remembered like in the annals of it, and his body is like in a mausoleum in like a museum, and he's like celebrated. But the real story is that he was the first person to die and he sucked. I love that idea. And then he just gets resurrected and has to.
He's missing his eye, right?
He's missing his eye. He's missing his jaw. He's missing his jaw. He got an arrow to the eye, and like he's missing his jaw, and he can't talk. I love the idea of like this loser having to having to actually be a hero.
Yeah.
I think it's such a cool idea, and it's got like this weird British like dry humor to it. I would love like a new Medieval. I feel like they could really kill a new Medieval and Destroy All Humans for the same reason. I think Destroy All Humans is dope. I love that.
Halfway came back and it stopped.
Again, yeah. This is the curse of that franchise. It's like 1, 2, and then we'll put a third one on Wii with none of the original voice actors, and then we'll do a third one on 360 that's like broken beyond recognition that nobody loves. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just make a third one, and then they do 1 remake, 2 remake, and then the publisher goes fucking under, and then they sell it again, and it's just like fuck. I never got my Destroy All Humans 3, and I want it because first of all I just love like Roswell alien stuff.
Okay.
And being able to play as like a Roswell alien with like modern
really
tech,
cool.
It's cool. I love like it's like Fallout mixed with like Ratchet and Clank in some way. Where it's like here's like fun, weapons. Like here's a gun that like makes meteors come from the fucking sky. Here's an anal probe, but also you got like these old like 50s radio jingles.
I'm listening. That's all I care about.
It's fun. I don't know, man. I like
an
it.
anal probe right there. That's it.
Derek probing
anals.
Just go around and probe everyone. That's the type of shit I'd want to do.
Dude, I was playing that game. I was playing that game.
Really.
I was playing that game in 2004 as like a 11-year-old, like shooting civilians in 1950s USA with anal probes, and my parents were like, "Looks fun."
He's having a great time.
He's having a great time. Is that fucking the Crew Cuts?
That's
They know about that music.
Probably. My dad probably a little bit, but not really. That was after his time.
If I could bring a game back, this is probably a super niche one. It's a game called Mega Man.
Meat and Fuck Kingdom.
Don't tell me. Are we on the same page?
Or Mega Man X, or which one? I'm thinking Mega Man Legacy or
Legends.
Mega Man Legends.
Legends, brother.
Yeah, it's Legends. There's another name for it too because it was on another console.
Was it?
With a different name, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Mega Man Legends.
There might have been an N64 version that
it might have been that. It was something because one was on PS1.
So it was PS1. It was the
and
Mega Man
one
Legends.
was another one on there.
It might have been in it because I know sometimes like Killer Instinct Gold, like it was its own thing, instead of it being Killer Instinct 2. So it might have been that, but it's just known as Mega Man Legends.
So I have 3. I have that one, Mega Man Legends, of course. I'd fucking bring that back. I feel like it'd be so cool.
There's a guy that's like,
isn't there a guy
making his
it?
own? Yeah. So I'm waiting. I hope he actually gets through. I feel like when he's almost on the cusp of finishing it, they'll shut it down.
And stop that. And we're gonna take that framework. Thanks, fucking dumb bitch.
I'm sure they'll do
blow
something
his
like
brains out.
this Capcom gun, just boom. See, I don't know what's going on with that because the first 2 ones, it's charging them like the X Buster. That's crazy.
He's like, no, don't do it.
Mega Man Legends is so funny enough. The extra ammo that will be out later today. The very end, since I've been putting outro music, is a Mega Man Legends track, and like I just put it on the outro. It's.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yes, absolutely. None of it's. I like video game music that's not copyright claimed. Like you can use what, as long as it's not, because it would be a nightmare if you started copyright claiming all this fucking music in video games, right?
That's true. Yeah.
So you can, anything like that. I use a lot of old Capcom stuff, so because it's just all. Anyway, long story short, I just use it because one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time, Mega Man Legends game, such a fucking great game, and I want to remaster so badly, and then 3 got canceled. It was going to be on which DS? One of those things got canceled, never came out. I love that franchise. Even though I'm an X guy, I'm a Mega Man X guy. I think regular Mega Man's gay, except for Mega Man Legends.
That's so fucking silly. I like Mega Man. So the sequel to the X series was called Mega Man Zero, was on Game Boy Advance.
Right.
I would love a fifth one of those games so badly.
I never got into those, but
they're so good. Do you have a Switch?
Yeah, JoJo has.
You have a Switch? I'll lend you. I have the cartridge for like the ZX whole entire franchise. I'll let you borrow it. It's a really, really dope game.
I'll check it out. I just never. To me, at a certain point, I was like, God damn, there's too many of these games, and I just fell off.
You should borrow it and then not give it back.
I have it. I have your Skyrim. You can have it. You can have it.
I don't need it.
You can have it.
I don't need it.
I've offered to give it to you before. You're like,
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I'm just gonna borrow something of yours and never give it back. That's what your plan is now. You're like, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Oh man, that's crazy. Can I use this?
It's payback.
But another one, Castlevania. I want a new Castlevania.
A new Castlevania would be
badly, dude.
I did just. I think I just purchased
Rondo and Symphony.
One of the ones that was I don't fucking know. I don't know any of the time.
Yeah,
I never got past the Super Nintendo ones. So
you get the old ones.
I'm fucking like so lost of all the
those are the best ones.
I had to read and see like these 3D ones.
Super Nintendo, right?
Symphony's PS1.
I think it is. I think it has the Konami PS1 thing.
Yeah, Konami. Yeah, the Symphony's PS1. I know for sure.
Okay, I had to read like to see which ones I should buy because I think there was like a 360 one or something. And there was some like this one's good, but this one's not good, and I was like, I don't know where to.
There's a 360
start.
remake where you play like this 1v like a 4-player version where you're killing things throughout the map against people, and it's really cool. That's like sort of like a competitive version of it.
Yeah,
I guess it's just really interesting, but I just love that franchise. I think it's so good. I love
the university. I mean, especially watching that Netflix series, it really got me like interested. I was like, I want to like get more into this.
God, I love.
Yeah, Symphony is. Good.
Still a good game.
Yeah, it's hard as fuck. I'm really bad at it though.
Top five video games. I think genuinely Symphony Night. But I'm a Metroid. Like when I played my first one, I was like,
right,
this is the best kind of video game ever to me.
It was Super Metroid was special to me back in the day. But then I kind of that's another franchise that I fell off. That's another franchise I just didn't continue. Where I was like, man, this is really sick, and then I
played every single 2D Metroid game to completion.
That's interesting.
Of them. I love those games.
I should have. Because I was to the point where I was like, oh, I had like I have Samus fucking statues, and I for some reason I was like I really have just this weird nostalgia for this specific moment in time, and I don't know anything about the franchise.
I wanted the Samus doll where she has her armor off. Like, you know, she does the thing when her armor comes off, the pose she does.
Yeah.
And I wanted that so bad, and my grandma would not buy that for me. Right, and I get it. I get why.
It was gonna be covered in fucking.
No, I didn't have cum yet. I was like 6. I wasn't coming yet, but I wanted it.
He didn't unlock it. Yeah.
I wanted it for that. I just didn't know why. It was like a future me being like, acquire that.
Okay.
Acquire that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. So
shout out to video games.
I'm gonna get the Zero Suit for JoJo. I'm gonna do that.
It's a good
idea.
Yeah. Destiny getting helicoptered by Swastikok.
Swastikok.
That's insane.
That is Swastikok.
If that's not somebody's name already, it will be ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
It will be
100%.
soon. So he says, where are the good racing games? The PS3 and 360 era had extreme racing with planes falling out of the sky, death-defying stunts on ATV, and straight-up sedans getting Mario Kart power-ups. Arcade beat 'em up have spiritual successors like TMNT Splintered Fate, at least.
Game's mad good.
Yeah.
We should play that on stream. That'd be a game we could put
it's
on stream.
Crazy. I mean, this motherfucker's right. You got TMNT, and then you got Street Race 4. Like,
Rage 4 is so good,
I was
bro.
playing Streets of Rage 4 with Jalen a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's damn good.
It's
so fun.
I can't believe it. It's, you know, at least we got some stuff.
Yeah, arcade beat 'em up fans, I feel like, are eating pretty good actually.
Yeah,
relative to other places.
Good.
Yeah. So no, I fully agree with this. I don't know what the fuck happened. I feel like there were a lot. There was like, I remember Split Second. I remember Blur. Blur was sick. Blur was like Tron. Blur. It was like Tron and Need for Speed at the same time. It was dope. It was like had Mario Kart power ups and all sorts of bullshit. I remember Pure, which was like an ATV racing game.
I remember,
and
Pure.
I loved Pure. It looked gorgeous. I remember
good.
Pure looked gorgeous. It had a great soundtrack. I remember Rise Against was on the soundtrack, and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I don't know. I guess it's really more about the sim racing now. I guess it's just kind of like Forza and what
Yeah.
is the other one? Gran Turismo. It would have been embarrassing if I didn't know that.
The thing is that graphics have increased so much so that like we went through the whole era. It was like, how does it look? The graphics, right?
Wipeout.
And then those Wipeout Pure is so good.
Wipeout
on the
Pure is
PSP.
great. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, the music was what got me, dude. The music and the aesthetic. Was good. Oh my god,
it's a shame. Like we don't. I feel like games are really good right now. There's a lot of good stuff out. There are like high profile like disappointments, obviously, Veilcard and all that stuff. I know
we ate too good. We ate too good for too long, and we had to get shut out the sun.
I just feel like there's
2022.
There's so many cool like things coming out of the indie scene, and even just like some of the other big games too. Like I don't know, Astrobot was kick ass, and Helldivers was crazy, and I don't know.
Helldivers is a AA game.
Who said
right?
who
I guess I don't know.
What company recently? I was just skimming. It's talking about scaling things back or something. Well, Ubisoft. Was it Ubisoft?
We did a story today about Ubisoft kind
like
of doing something like that.
Yeah, because I remember, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever was said, I was like, yeah, dude, go ahead. Like, I don't mind a smaller game. I don't need it to be $2 trillion.
The head of the old head of PlayStation, Sean Layden, gave like an interview where he was talking about like games are too fucking long. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I felt so seen by that fucking interview. I was like, oh my god, it's so right.
I agree, but the games that are long that I love are so fun because
there's something like there's something like I think Baldur's Gate 3 is a great example where if you actually look at the map, it's not that big.
The map is big technically.
It's big enough, but it's not like when I was just thinking about, for example, Dragon Age Inquisition, that map is fucking ridiculous.
Map is obscene.
It's one of those things where I'm like, BG3 is filled with enough stuff to where the world feels much bigger than it actually is, and I feel like that's what you should. I think so, absolutely.
I think it's the density. It's the density of things to do and like meaningful. That's what I feel like Elden Ring did perfectly. That map is big, but it also feels dense,
and it's also layered because this thing BG3's map is layered as fuck too.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I think it's because it's not. It's because there's no complaint that it's not big enough. I think there's just, again, when I talk about combat systems. Or when it feels boring, people notice how repetitive it is.
That's true.
It's always repetitive, but it's like it feels repetitive now because the game sucks.
Yeah, a game being good is really disguising how repetitive it is.
Yeah,
100%. You're not gonna make a game that's gonna be you're not gonna be really figuring out new shit in the game. Hour 45 in.
Imagine how much money you would have to spend on making a game new the entire way through.
It would be fiscally stupid.
Well, it would be Rockstar would be the only people who could do it.
I guess. So.
Rockstar and maybe Valve.
Yeah. Oh,
because like any company that like Valve. Just any company
Rockstar could do it. Has Rockstar done that?
No.
They could. Is the thing. Like they have Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to cost probably $1 billion.
I would.
I'm not even exaggerating. I really do think that it's going to be $1 billion game.
They're going to make it back though so fast though.
They're going to make it back in 3 minutes. Even it's going to be fucking stupid.
That game has got so much steam behind it that even Lily's like, I'm getting that shit.
It's fucking silly. Every comment section. This happened before GTA 6.
Yeah,
it's literally the free
It's like a Half-Life
promotion.
3. It's like a Half-Life. It really like they are in a position where like they are the only company that could really afford the resources to do something like that, even if they don't do it. Yeah. Like, and to be fair, like there are games that I want to be long, right? For sure, but not everything. Like God of War Ragnarok doesn't need to be that long.
No,
Last of Us 2 did not need to be that long. There's so many games that just don't need to be that long. I want that in like a Red Dead, like from Rockstar.
Sure.
And I want that in like, well, not me personally, but like I would want to see that in like a Baldur's Gate 3.
Sure.
But the fuck are you doing making me pick flowers with some fucking
little black girl
in God of War? Like, what are we doing?
Tiny black.
It's so insane.
That part, I can't even explain to you how livid I was that entire time.
Didn't you talk to me after? Like, this part's so fucking stupid. I was like,
so you know what's interesting about that? I guarantee I have not looked at any mods. I guarantee there's a mod to skip that entire section. I guarantee, and it's the only thing that's motivated me to buy it on Steam because I actually literally have no desire to play it on the PlayStation because I don't want to do that part again.
No, of course, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say there's a mod to make her not black.
That probably is there too.
I mean. Well, here's the thing.
I think I remember seeing that.
Here's
in
the
fact.
thing. It might be there, but Nexus is actually tries its best not to be toxic. So, like, say when there was that whole fucking Starfield thing.
Oh yeah, the pronoun
They
thing,
ripped
yeah.
down some of the mods because they're like, you guys are being fucking obtuse.
That's crazy because I have lactating fucking Karlach. And
Yeah, but that's not like it's not a harmful thing. You're not doing
guess.
it for a hateful reason. You're doing it because you're a freak.
I can go up and get a drink.
Like there's so many.
It's also a consequential change. Like getting rid of I don't know, modding a pronoun selection out of the beginning of an RPG is so dumb because you could just not
ignore it.
use it.
You can just not use it.
That's bananas.
Going
That's
through the effort to alter it at all like that is just so dumb.
That's so crazy.
I saw so I rarely go on Facebook. I check the memory section, but like one of the posts that popped up was it was BioWare saying like, "Oh, thank you for playing the Veilguard or whatever the fuck," and then the top comment was someone like, "I'll come back when you edit out the woke" or some shit like that, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, you don't, literally even like the Tosh section, you literally don't have to do it.
When
Like,
you find out
don't
about
even
her
have
being
to do
like
it.
anything like that, you don't have to.
Those are her
complete
Those are her literal side, her story arc that you don't. You know how you can just completely ignore a character and not do any other shit.
I do it all the time.
You don't. I do. The only
It's really hard to do it in Baldur's Gate 3. I think that's the only game it's hard to ignore.
It's not that hard.
the thing. The one
Unless
thing
you kill him, I guess.
I just
Yeah,
hate that you can't. That's the big problem with
Killed Will
Veilguard.
immediately.
That like I was like, oh, you're
you kill me,
annoying.
Will?
I want
Will.
you gone.
Will's so cool.
I told you I killed Will.
You killed. I think Will's so cool.
I killed him one. No. I actually never. He literally disappeared.
Oh.
He never. So I don't. I need.
I killed him the moment I met him. In fact,
when he jumps
So
down on
you're
the
talking
wall.
about when he stabs one of the goblins.
Yeah.
when he's literally helping you,
And then you
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
him. That is
it was
great.
ruining my immersion. I don't know why.
there's black people in this world with goblins. In this world where there's goblins,
There's a
Gith
greedy little fuck.
Yankee, and dragons and
That's
mind
not
flayers.
realistic.
Yeah.
Black people wouldn't be. They wouldn't. They'd just be in Africa.
He was too. He was just too distracting, so I killed him. But then I forgot that I modded in Kate Sith.
Did you? I don't know if he's serious or
I
not.
haven't played Baldur's Gate in a long time. I haven't installed on my laptop, but like there's a lot to play right now.
I'm refusing. I haven't even.
You want to go back? You want?
I haven't done patch 7, but I'm always looking at it.
Go to patch 7,
Dude,
You didn't do patch 7.
I've been working on my list. I literally.
I beat the game again in patch 7. It was amazing. You get
know.
to have the legendary action and stuff like that, and every
Dude.
fight is insane.
Dude, I know.
Oh god!
If I do that, I'm not playing anything else, and I won't move forward. Like right now, I bought someone stole my Final Fantasy 15.
Cool.
So like I've actually lost 2 I don't know how it's happened. I've lost 2 copies somehow.
When I was
So now
playing
it's on
that
Steam,
game,
so it can't be lost.
When I was playing that game, Chris was like, "This game looks so fucking stupid."
Which one?
Final Fantasy 15.
Which one was that?
I mean,
The one where
but aren't they all stupid though? I mean,
Yeah.
don't they all look stupid?
Yeah, but that one's like very like K-pop boy band.
Yeah,
that
like
one's
the-
oh, is that the one with the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
The
remember
prince
that,
with
yeah.
the stupid boots and like, I'm like, bro, like
He's stripped up, but like in the dumbest way,
I hate him.
possible.
I hate him so much that I was pissed off that there was no mods to. I wanted to immediately change him, and then the only mod that I saw immediately was the make that bitch naked, the mechanic bitch, and I was like, of course. I didn't do it though. I literally,
Of course, click.
No, so
They all look like
let's be real.
they all look like Seto Kaiba to me.
Yes.
The only reason I didn't make her naked is because I had to download a dedicated mod manager for Final Fantasy. I'm like, I don't have time for this shit.
Christ, dude.
I don't have time for this shit. Like, if it
We're
was
such fucking derelicts. So like, oh, his character, why are they naked and have big breasts and squirting all the time?
Squirting.
You're playing. What's a game where that would like not be helpful at all?
Squirting?
Like
Most.
like it's so jarring.
It would literally only be reasonable in like Super Mario Sunshine.
like sorta.
Sorta, barely.
Like you're playing.
Maybe Splatoon.
Guys, have you seen how many of those anime sex games there are on Steam?
Dude, it's
Dude,
insane.
there's a lot.
I-
I have 2.
I have some in my wish list.
I stumble.
Because they're so funny that I'm like, I want to come back to this later, but I never play them.
Someone sent me one when I first got like my PC. People gifted me a bunch
Someone.
of games. I swear I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play it eventually, but I can't because I know if I turn that shit on, Lily will walk in the room right when I do it.
As
Like, the
soon
moment
as
I
you press
click it-
play.
Yeah. Kingston, what are you?
Yeah, there was a Gacha one
so many.
that's in my wish list right now. I'm like, this is so funny that this is like a turn-based nude anime thing. What is this?
So morbid.
And there's way too many reviews on it.
There's so many reviews and there's so many of them. It's really insane. Like you're that's an entire other industry. Like,
Yeah.
there's probably people who like I grew up with meat and fuck dynasties, but you're playing like what is that meat and fuck Elysium?
Fuck Impact or something.
Yeah, meat and fucked Impact 35 over 5 days.
That's crazy.
Anyway, last question and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Hey there, big brain, big heart, and big penis. What is your favorite horror moment in a non-horror game? I like that question. The one that comes to mind immediately is that fucking piano in Mario 64.
That shit's fucked.
It scared the
That
shit out of
shit's
me.
fucked.
Like,
Oh
for no
my
reason,
God.
because like the game's like so pleasant, and then you just get to you just get to a silent room, and then you approach a piano, and then it comes to life, and I hate that shit.
What kind of fucking guy is Bowser, you know? Unless Peach's Castle.
Oh, to have a piano like
Yeah,
that?
like what kind of cunt are you?
That's
That's Peach's Castle, right? It's Peach's Castle? Or is it
oh yeah,
Bowser?
no, it is Peach's Castle.
Right?
Yeah.
What a
So she has a
twat.
fucking I don't know, man. They didn't really think at all. They're just like, what is this piano?
What game is like...
It's something that doesn't like. It's not a horror. That's an interesting one. That's more like you had a
guess
quick
Halo.
answer. I don't
guess
have
Halo.
a quick one.
Oh, like the flood reveal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would count. That is literally framed like a horror moment.
Because it's that whole
you find
game
that-
is not that.
No, yeah, it is very much not. That's a good answer. Yeah,
It's
because they have
Halo.
like the because you pick up the helmet and then it shows like the camera feed of the guy.
What happened?
And you guys like, what the fuck's going on? And then you don't see what kills him, and then they burst through the door. It's pretty cool.
What
I
else?
mean, it's not a horror game per se. I wouldn't really describe Gears of War as a horror game.
Right.
But-
I was thinking of Gears too.
But that berserker shit in the church,
when it just runs through the wall,
that
it just
first
shows
yeah.
up.
Like it's weird though because like it's horror coded.
Berserk. It
Like-
says berserk, 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 as it's running and tearing to it.
this bitch is going crazy. Get out of the way. She's a fucking dumb slut.
And she's squirting.
She's squirting. She's running
obviously.
and rubbing her bean.
Right.
You explode when the squirt hits you.
The squirt hits you and it knocks you down and makes you slip. It makes you slip and you're like, no, she's running towards me. No.
He said, what is it? The Three Stooges?
Boing.
Doink.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Oh wait, go ahead.
That yell that is the most iconic yell.
It's a good yell, man.
Dude.
There's a.
100%.
I feel like there's a lot of. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's kind of. It's just a matter of like how you would break them apart.
Yeah.
Because Gears of War isn't a horror game, but it is like there's parts of it that are like definitely horror coded.
I agree for sure.
I can't think of most games being scary anymore because I'm such a fucking giga chad that's unable to express fear.
Oh yeah, of course.
But like, because I can't think of anything that's really like scary anymore.
I remember the last game. I remember the last game that scared me.
What?
It was fucking Village.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
you had a
fucking-
moment. You had a breakdown.
Yeah, which and that's weird because that's a horror game technically, but it's kind of not.
Well, we're also fucking horny for Demetress the whole time that your boner dissipates the fear.
Well, even just after that, like after Dimitrescu,
You're like, I don't care anymore. I'm not
that one section in that game freaked me the fuck out. And I think it's because it acclimated me
well
to like such a different tone that when it like threw that tone at me out of nowhere, I was like, what the
I
fuck
think
are you
that game
doing?
is really amazing because of how it explores. That is all of Resident Evil. Like,
It's
that game runs
it's like a
you
greatest
through
hits kind of
the
compilation.
entirety of that game franchise in its best way, I think, genuinely. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right,
we
this
get
game,
it. We get it.
There were no zombies though.
no zombies.
No, there were no zombies in there, so that's the only thing they were missing.
Yeah.
They weren't actual zombies.
Like,
yeah.
there's no like T or C virus.
No, yeah.
I mean, Demetrescu is technically that.
Well, I mean, like the mindless motherfuckers that just want to bite you.
Yes, true.
yeah, there's none of those.
There's werewolf.
Yeah, that's why I'm like they're getting like very fantastical, but I didn't. It was fine.
It was cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I was totally
I
into it.
downloaded
care.
the fly swatter.
I didn't like- I
They're
kinda-
fucking assholes. Wait, what?
I kind of remember not liking the previous one.
7?
Yeah.
I like Biohazard a lot, actually. I think the beginning is annoying as fuck, though.
It bothered me how slow you were,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then it bothered me that like I just didn't want to be in that house.
It
The
also,
beginning,
you know what
you're
annoyed
fucking
me? how obviously supernatural you were and how like you just didn't acknowledge it. That
yeah.
When you put your hand back on,
That's
right?
like
Was that the first moment when you put
that
your
was
hand back
7,
on?
yeah, for sure. And I was like,
Because you did an 8 as well too, right?
You did something
you
like that.
did other things, yeah, for sure.
I think
It was
I
much
the
more
other way
obvious.
around.
Yeah.
It made it much more obvious that you were not like a
Yeah.
regular person.
Your dickhead falls in a garbage disposal, and then you reach in and piece it. You spend there's 8 in-game hours where you spend piecing your
Sewing and
dismantled.
searing it back together.
Yeah, cauterizing it back into a penis.
But I was just like, is he gonna acknowledge that like what am I? Like immediately that you put your hand back on? Yeah, like
The
I was
part
like,
where you fight
okay,
the dad
fine.
in the garage with the car.
That's so funny.
That part is
That-
so
dude.
fucking fun. That game, like I
You know what's funnier? Oh no, go ahead.
like I just like I look at that moment in that game and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like I'm playing and I'm like, what is
that
happening
motherfucker's
right
drifting
now?
in the
And
fucking garage. It's
Like
so
I was
funny.
did the garage get bigger? Like what is
Yeah,
what's happening?
It's such an unreasonably large garage.
but it's not.
No, I know what you're saying, but it's not. It really. I don't even know how to describe it.
Exactly.
It feels like it's not that big when you go in.
Yeah.
and then, it
gets
becomes
bigger
It's like
while we're playing.
non-Euclidean.
Does he get in the car? He gets smaller. I get smaller, and the car gets smaller.
It's the reverse GTA car
The
wobble.
wiggling.
that
How it wiggles wider.
that is one of my favorite things I've ever seen. The fact that you just wiggle
It's
the car's
so
getting
damn funny.
bigger.
The fact that the car in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas or like one of those remakes gets bigger if you just noodle yourself left to right is fucking hilarious.
So funny.
I don't even know how you would even program that in on purpose.
That's
but
so
it's perfect.
fucking
It's so
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
I heard they fixed those games actually.
Yeah, I saw that
they
they
did.
just surprise dropped like, oh, here's a patch, here you go.
Yeah, great.
And
Several years late. Amazing.
That's so
I
funny.
think the idea of the fact that your car getting wider and it's active in all those frames is so insane.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazing that it doesn't
Because
like,
I
just
think-
crash the game.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think the idea of that is like it exists in both spaces, then doesn't stop existing in both places. So
I don't
there's
know
a
what
point
you're
where
saying at all, but like I agree.
No, like you understand what I mean? How like when you would
No,
turn,
obviously
when
not.
you would turn right, your car goes from existing in the frames of like the left side to the right side. But what happens is that the whole thing exists there and here at the same time.
So it's just I guess it's like stretching your ears where you're adding more like
Yeah.
cells.
But instead of the cells dissipating over here, they don't.
it
They
just it stays, and then it's so it's
more.
just like
There's a point where you can drive down the street and hit everybody on both sides of the sidewalk, which is crazy.
that's fucking fantastic.
I love that. That's
I-
actually not bad in my
I would have
mind.
loved to have played those games all fucking broken, but I wasn't gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
True.
So
I got it immediately like a dummy.
you did?
Yeah, I got it.
I think I had one through Game Pass.
I
And
got
then,
it. Because Lily loves GTA. That's like her fucking game franchise. It's Animal Crossing in GTA.
Does she
That's
like
so
do
weird.
fucked up
Animal
stuff in that
Cro-
game?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
It's Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and GTA.
So
are
she
the
does
games
have
she-
violent tendencies.
Of course.
I'm so excited for. I'm actually really looking forward to
I'm-
6. It's gonna be like an event. Like I feel like it's been a while since we've had like an event.
I
in the
wish
industry,
they would
you know what I
do
mean?
like a midnight release, just like fuck it for old time's sake. Hey, GameStop's, you know, I know there's
Yeah.
only 6 left, but like everybody, I would.
I might go because
The GameStop
I'm
here-
sure
I
they're
would
doing it.
100% would go.
The people at GameStop know who we are, so I don't like going there anymore.
Do they really?
Yeah, they know me and you. And you.
What? Where? What GameStop do you go to?
The one, I'm not going to say exactly where because it's going to be too close to where we live.
Where's the address?
Look, man. Where's it? Look, you know,
the one closest to where I live.
look, it's
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't matter. It
Whatever.
doesn't matter which one
Yeah.
you go to. It's actually, it's weird that every GameStop I've got- Vegas, my
know who you
hometown, yeah, they're like, oh hey, you know, and then I was like, oh, it's. I guess
Yeah.
it makes more sense that these fucking nerds like
they would
you know,
be video games.
yeah.
people, yeah.
So I was like,
It's
okay,
funny how like everyone I go to, like all the ones in the central, like Glendale, Burbank area, I go there and they're like, "Oh, I know who you are," and I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes
"Oh,
sense.
what's up, dude?" What's
Yeah,
going on?
it makes
Like, can I get a
sense.
picture? I'm like, "No, don't touch me."
Every time I go into a GameStop, somebody goes like, "Hey," and they lean in my ear and whisper the N word.
Very.
and you lock up. And you lock up.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
It's like Venom when he wraps you up in the webs. Venom web.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's read our $25 and up patrons.
Yeah, I want to play some Rivals tonight, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
You were so excited for it.
Hell
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I am, bro. I'm a it's a game for a Marvel fan,
Yeah, I just
and it makes me happy.
I'm happy that you're happy. I don't know, man.
I'm
you
not.
should try it.
I'm unhappy that you're happy.
You're gonna be playing the game with me, you twat.
I know. Yeah.
I'm not happy. You're happy.
Look, I might download it.
Jump on. You have a PS4, right?
Pro, yeah, I'm pro.
Yeah, you can play it.
I mean, you have a
But-
PC also.
Yeah, I can
Oh, yeah,
play.
it's crossplay,
Oh, you
yeah.
have crossplay.
It does, right?
It has to be.
100%.
It has to
It'd be
be.
insane to launch a game like that.
There's no not crossplay anymore.
Right.
That shit was stupid back when it was still happening. Well,
Yeah, so dumb.
Yeah.
It's insane that it took us this long to really get it reliably. The fact that it's even a question. Like, it's not an immediate, obvious answer that it has crossplay.
you would.
Doesn't that promote longevity?
it does.
I understand crossplay not working for some things when there's like severe modding and like,
Dude, Helldivers didn't technically work for a little bit. For like, or at least not in the way that it
that's
should have.
crazy. Because I know BG3 they released crossplay recently because of the fact that that game in general.
Well, that's
is,
another
like,
one.
Not,
It just didn't have it.
That's right. That is.
And that's
it,
not
yeah.
that
but
long
now
ago.
it exists and now it's fucking crazy because I played with my cousin. He was like, dude. You'd fuck some of these guys, right? My fucking get us. He's like, you'd fuck some of these bitches, right? I'm like,
I want to crossplay.
like yeah, I'd
with,
fuck Will, and he's
the
like,
most-
wait, what do you mean?
Whoa.
What do you mean, bro? And I'm like, what? You wouldn't
Whoa.
fuck Will? And he's like, nah, son, nah, I wouldn't. That's gay.
Look, man, we got to
shit.
crossplay with like the most broken mods, like just the tits that take up the entire fucking like isometric like fucking screen.
I did the mod where the
Insane.
whole party is available, and the character interactions are so fucking good. Like insane, like having all of them together talking because obviously you miss out on some.
I see. Yeah.
Because you just don't have everybody available at the time.
Right.
But having all of them there. At the
So
same
everybody's
time,
there. Is everyone naked?
No, only the girls are naked.
Fair. That's fair.
They're naked. 2 of them have dicks. Not gonna say which ones. Let you guess.
Yeah.
Karlak and the old bitch.
Nah, not Carla. Jahira for sure.
Jahira has-
I gave her the fucking pipe.
right. All
She
right.
got the rod.
All right. All right. Let's get the back out here. I'm hungry.
And,
I had 14 potato chips.
What's his name? Wyvern? What's his name?
Withers.
Yeah, Withers.
Gave Withers fucking big titties. Gave those
Oh,
big
I saw
titties and
big
a
titty.
dick.
I saw the big tits.
Did you see Withers?
bod.
Did you meet Withers yet?
He's like the
He's-
dead guy in your
Yeah.
camp, right?
Crypt?
Yeah, the
Doesn't
crypt
he
guy?
show up no matter if you like run into him or not, or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
I hated going into that fucking tavern where he was and just being ambushed by all those fucking.
Yeah, you go in there
I
and you
don't like
open
fighting
the
in
door.
that game, man.
Oh.
It's so annoying.
I love it, but I understand why people might not like it.
You think anyone's like fucked with the game so much that it turned into like a hack and slash?
I hope so.
That's crazy.
I hope so.
Third person hack and slash.
I mean, I would play it. I'd play it.
Yeah, they had the chance with the freaking the Dark Alliance game they made it. It
Yeah,
ended up being shit.
Oh.
Because
Yeah, yeah, that's
they
right.
have the like D&D fits a hack and slash so well
Sure.
already because of how fucked the game is magically and bullshit.
Yeah.
that you would like make one, just make one
They could.
and
Sure.
just take what Dragon Age did and do it good.
And just do it good.
Do
I
it
mean,
good,
yeah,
that's
100%.
because they're clearly going. They want to use that party from Baldur's Gate 3
Read
again.
the names.
All right. We're going to read the $25 and up patrons. Remember, you can
hate
go over
you.
to patreon.com/Snark Tank. You can get your name right on the show. You can jump on over. And leave us good reviews on
I love
podcast services and all that jazz. Leave a comment, leave a like. Fucking
How do we get a master?
timestamp
Show
your
that to
favorite
JoJo.
moments.
Let's see what she says. Who it is.
Timestamp your favorite thing. It's actually really helpful for us.
Oh, please, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because please, yeah.
Because we're not doing it. I thought about maybe like even just like throwing somebody like $100 or something. Just like timestamp
to
us.
get things like that's not a bad idea.
Although no,
There's also that.
never mind. Actually,
Forget about it.
I have a side channel that I'm not using anymore. That I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start putting clips on there.
yeah,
Because, like,
whatever.
we
Who fucking cares.
We had the channel that we didn't do anything with, and I was like, I don't want to start from zero. It's been I was like, I'm just gonna.
why not?
Just-
Fucking whatever.
They know I'm a part of it. They understand. They know who you guys are. So
it works.
It's literally just a side channel I literally don't use anymore.
Just change the name and be like
I'm 100% gonna do it.
yeah. So count me down.
3, 2, 1.
No, in English.
Uno, dos, tres.
Spanish. You're a rascal, Mr. Grinch. Your moral code is bent. You sell cigarettes to children, and you lace them all with Fent, Mr. Grinch. It's Emma
What's
flexing,
that?
being a day one listener like a Destiny veteran flexes playing the D1 beta when sharing a bad opinion. I played the D1 alpha. Playing that game for fucking way too long. Tom Sweeney crushing elderly Hispanic ladies like soda cans because they accidentally said negro, the color around him. Mission retardable.
Stupid.
That sucks. Thank you. Streaming with a VTuber avatar model after my dead child to cope with the trauma. Gay hole fister by Gain. Hey soul sister by Train. Sween on his deathbed. I've been Jewish this whole time. Oy vey. Broly backshotting Sweeney. Sweeney's just christened as Uzara form. Cold gay. Pair of gays. Wait, pair of guys? Oh, Paradise by Coldplay is Pair of Guys by Cold Gay.
By Cold Gay.
Pair of guys. Doesn't work that well.
I'm homo. You was just a gay.
WGDZ FOZGU. I just can't fucking. I can't.
When
say
does the WWE end up on Netflix?
it. Does not what?
Is it?
I think it's pretty
This
soon,
month?
right?
It might be this month or next month. I don't know.
Oh man.
Jack
Contemplate this on the tree of woe.
Yeah, I'll probably
Sweeney
get
is a
back into
faggot.
Fucking Nikita's.
Oh, bro, hours.
Just beats
Compilations, dog.
Just beat Stevie Wonder in a staring contest. The new Irish character in Harry Potter, Ira Carbomb. Golden gay god galactic gooning gregariously. Damo Nation, Vaughn of the Dead. Bum now with a job still wasting $25 a month on this shit. I listen to that gay Ben Shapiro verse every day. Cool. Dear Sween, thank you for genuinely exposing me to the show This Is Us. It's so amazing and heartwarming.
Thank you. It's so good.
Yeah, well, maybe if you stopped listening, or if you stopped listening to us and you fucking stopped watching the show, you could afford a home.
What is? That's just so much hate.
Fucking homeless
It's a good
bitch.
point.
Chris, just hug a person, not me. Don't ever touch me, but like hug someone that cares about you.
Good point, man.
No.
I refuse.
Sweet.
I refuse.
No.
No.
Sween,
I like being
new
bad.
Sween variant dropped named Dave Blunts.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
I hate it.
Santa got molested by a reindeer. Getting a Chinese robot bitch with will jam my hardware into her software. Hassan canonically banging Asmongold to create anti-Semitic roaches. God's hottest femboy fucking straight men. Sweeney canonically fucking a midget for the lore. Will Graham pissing in Hannibal's mouth and giving him a piss can. Cum stained ninja. Fuck me and fuck you. Death. Jack the World's Fastest Maori. Epic butt battles of history nearly made me piss myself. Thank you. I forgot about that. I've definitely thought about cum. Big Meaty Stinks. Kid Flash as an adult is still referred to as Kid Flash. Andy the Man Whose Handies are now S tier and forever dandy. Christopher Maldonado. If you do the accent, I will sue you. The blacker the penis, the sweeter the jizz. Heath Smoker is going is off to Vegas. Gids. RFK personally wants to put a worm in between Sween's tooth gap. Squirtword.
A squirt. I don't know what it was. A squirt.
Ew. That's heinous. He's fucking maliciously jacking his nose off. With volatility in his heart. Breaking Trump appoints. Breaking Trump appoints. Why can't I say this?
Whoa.
Breaking Trump appoints Kid Rock to lead Department of Foreign Affairs. Evil Derek is called specific white woman. Ooh dalali, golly, what a gay. Ding dong, the ding dong's penis heads are coming. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Cock.
Robin Hood fucking in the forest.
Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch.
Coming on me, gay.
Mr. Pants.
Busting each other's pants till they fall asleep at nighttime.
I want to see Ben Shapiro get gang raped by clowns.
I mean, too.
Was that like a
Oh, yeah.
statement?
That's a guy.
Oh.
I want to play that Killer Clowns. I keep forgetting about that shit. Came
Oh,
out.
the game came out. Yeah,
Yeah,
a while
I keep forgetting.
ago.
It came out a while. Yeah, like
Oh
in the
yeah, that was
summer or something.
that was ages ago.
I just forgot about it. I was like following the game because like, oh, I really love that movie. And then
That movie's so silly. I love it.
I love it.
Such
It's
a
so
silly little
stupid.
movie.
Fuckface Unstoppable, Cardboard Pie, longtime question asker, first time listener.
Huh?
Cool.
Putting my whole dick
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Putting my whole dick and balls between Chun-Li's thighs and telling her to squeeze until I hear a pop.
Whoa.
That's fucking hardcore.
That's hardcore. That's dead serious. That's Goonership United.
Poor.
Jolly old dipshit. Dracula flow was never funny. Disagree. Saggy pussy lips. You would hate this show.
Why are you here?
It is crazy. Like
We're just pre-dementia Dracula show. That's all we are.
Hey, fuck it.
here's $25. I hate this.
Appreciate your patronage, man. That's
Yeah, we
awesome.
appreciate you. Saggy pussy lips. Sometimes I dry swallow pills to remind myself that I'm stronger than most people. Talking about being a bad omen for Jack and then immediately bringing up Destiny before the leaks. David Bowie, gayness, man. I am so gay, gayness. I'm fucking the ass of different men. Guys may gape me, but I can gape guys.
Time to make a gay
Gayness.
sex.
Sweeney catching a bullet with his tooth gap. Chaozu's wife isn't canon and is a doll. At the door, I can't escape it. I'm probably an F. That's all it says. Smushy the kids. She pipkin on my pippa. Getting the brains blown out for shareholder value. Sweeney flosses with his own piss. I'm here just so I don't get killed. Straight out pre-K. Silly little black named Nice Cube. Star Coffee.
That's so much worse than calling somebody N-word. Just call them a little black.
Silly little black.
You know, black.
Star Coffee. I'm white, but my dad left me after going to prison twice. Can I say it? No, that's not what that means. Chris was right. Your American Dad is pretty funny. Roger's not as annoying as you said, IMO. Transform Gremlin. Yush. Sween is just Derek in his Zarbon monster form. Republicans actually running Weinstein Cosby for the 2028 ticket.
Oh my god.
Craig the Canadian. Verily, said the molester. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
He would fucking
Sweep. Landslide.
It'd have to leave. We'd have to leave.
400
actually.
Every
plus
state
votes.
except like North Dakota for some reason. Like he sweeps New York, California.
Dude, New York this year was wildly red, man. It was uncomfortable. It was 60-40. Just wild.
Yeah, I mean it's 60-40 of the people who voted for sure.
That's true.
But like, I think a lot of people were just like, I really do think a lot of people just didn't vote
Well,
in those places
straight
because they were just like, huh?
Well, like a lot of people didn't vote in general.
Yeah, so they were just like, I don't know. We're in fucking New York. It'll be blue.
I agree.
There's not really a lot of reason to go out and vote, really.
I agree.
Especially when there's not much change being
There's
made.
way too many people that like I was even just casually watching like some fucking gaming video, and this dude's he's like, I don't really care about people's politics so much. I didn't even vote in this election. I was like, God damn it! I was just like, there's so many people that are actually like that.
Being
But
apolitical is the older I get, the more insane. I'm like, that's really dumb.
I get it spiritually.
It sucks.
I feel it spiritually.
I get it. It sucks, but I get it.
Yeah. It's your boy Shawnee D, Cerberus Agent 267. Thanks to you fuckers. Comedy Shorts Gamer sounds wrong to me.
I love it.
Getting jerked off to completion by an arcade claw machine. I paid like $500. It was not worth it. 3XO watching Destiny blow air into Nick Fuentes' dick until his balls pop. Chris walking in on Sweeney, coming on Raising Cane's and Lily in the corner, stuck in a K-hole. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. If Dragon Ball was dubbed today, Goku and Chi-Chi would have had southern accents.
That's what I think about.
You doxed gay men in Iran, and you built a Kaczynski's bomb. Wait. You doxed gay men in Iran. You built Kaczynski's bombs.
I was continuing the
That's cool.
song.
That's cool. Somebody whatever.
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan should blow me. Obi-Wan should blow me. waiting for I'm so hungry, dude. I had like 14 potato chips today.
Bro, I had a piece of egg and then 2 sausage links in some water.
I woke up, recorded Sacred, immediately did this.
Yeah.
I think I literally went to like, there's like a market kind of like in the little plaza next to my house.
Yeah.
And I walked in there and I bought potato chips because I had nothing else. And that's all I've eaten today.
Come on, man.
I know.
I had candy. You gotta.
I forgot.
You gotta take care of yourself.
You had
Some
candy.
sugar and pig fat. Here.
Well, dude, I just didn't have time. I woke up late and I didn't have time to make breakfast. It was a whole fuck up thing.
Yeah,
and then
like,
there was
I had
like
a chance to eat too. I cleaned up and I was like,
You were just staring at your fucking shit, waiting for Marvel Rivals to be unlocked.
There was like 20 minutes. There was 20 minutes.
The head on my dick, fucking hard as shit.
There was 20 minutes between Sacred and when we started this.
Yeah,
basically.
literally.
That's
for me.
crazy. You could have just been like, "Hey, let's do it at 3:30."
I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Now it's done, you know.
Yeah,
It is
and now I can go to. I'll probably go to fucking Inkwell or something.
Mm.
Waiting for Sween hunting. Waiting for the Sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Kremlin to Gremlin. 50 cent to 50 cent blood in my piss. Bister Meest, blinding kids. Phallus and chains be like, I believe them boners are in me. Becoming devoutly Mormon for that more mussy. Religious pussy's crazy. Derek,
Top tier.
It's not bad. Derek,
What'd I do?
to cleanse your soul from the stain of Veilguard, play Divinity Original Sin 2.
I should.
You wouldn't be able to put it down.
I should, but I'm in a weird spot where I'm trying not to. I actually might even abandon this. It's hard, dude, to A to Z fucking library.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I would have made a list of the things that you really want to get to, and then like work your way through it in that way.
I'm kind of starting to do that actually. Basically if there's something that I'm fully not committed into, say for example, The Evil Within.
Yeah,
I wasn't committed. I started playing it and I was like, no.
I wasn't really into The Evil.
Yeah,
I like that studio, but like,
yeah.
Anyway, Wage Slave 583, Papini Brothers report JD Vance's sexual relations with Cherry from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Donk Donkerson, Oit Yui, come bouncing, I'll be calling to back to Buki de Beppo. Gate 6, Dr. Chronic Masticator, I'm fat. Do you guys ever worry when posting a comment to YouTube that it might not be visible because you used a no-no word? I don't think I've ever worried about a YouTube comment in my life. Yu Hawk Tuah. Oh, did you see that? Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Ah, fuck! I didn't want to.
I forgot.
I was trying to think of a thumbnail, and I was like, "Oh, I should mention that dumb bitch."
Put her in there.
It counts. We're literally talking about it right now.
Hey, man, you know
That's crazy.
I'm gonna say so. Like,
Anyway,
like
that's it.
2.5 hours in, we talk about Hawk 2. I'm gonna put that in the fucking description.
Yeah.
This isn't clickbait. It's real. We talked about it.
Literally, the description needs to be 2 hours in. We talk about it. Don't worry.
What did she do even?
She started like a crypto meme coin, and I think she's actually in a lot of trouble. She's actually like, I think she's deeply in trouble.
She's a fucking like, I understand that she's fucking trying to max out because she sucks and no one's gonna care about her like in a year and a half, like 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
So she's meme coin, cash out. I get what she's doing, but it's like you don't if you're not you don't have to do that specifically. Not the coin that everyone's getting in trouble for.
She has a podcast that people listen to.
Like max out on fucking stupid fake drinks or something, like detoxes or whatever.
They do brand deals.
Yeah, like the not the meme coin. Like you're dumb. She's so stupid.
What a bitch!
Yeah.
What? I can't believe it.
I'm so funny. I spit on dick. I got famous with spit dick. It's a perfect reflection of this country.
Lather that penis.
Oh my god!
You know what's so funny? The nigga that fucking filmed nowhere to be found. Nobody knows anything.
He died actually.
They shot him.
they shot him and then he drowned in a fucking hot tub.
A hot tub full of spit.
A guy actually. That is fucking crazy. She encased him in a pool of spit and shot him.
That's crazy.
Right before he drowned.
There's a video of it too. There's a video. It's exactly like the CEO video.
Yeah. She's skilled, dude.
Yeah. Her gun jams and everything.
That is so Jakers.
Her gun jams. She fucking.
Do you know what Jakers?
I haven't thought about Jakers in a long time. That's
What the hell's that?
That is the
That's
Olive
lore.
apartment. That's
That is
several
lore.
apartments ago.
Yeah, that's lore.
There was how do you even explain this? Do you remember how to explain this?
So what happens is I would say Jakers, right? And it's this little pig from a show called fucking Jakers: The Adventures of Piggly-Winks that was on fucking PBS, and he would always say Jakers. But for some reason, because we're dumb, he would try to rhyme words with Jakers. So he would like Jakers, Quakers, wafers, bakers.
And we went insane.
Christian
But like,
Slater.
it's not
Christian Slater.
Slater. No, it was the way that he says Jakers in the show, and then it's like there's a theme song for the show, and it's playing. It's like play out to be Jakers, and then it's interrupted by just a very
Jakers.
poorly mixed clip of him going Jakers, and it's like over. Like as an audio editor, you'll appreciate how stupid it sounds. What is because it doesn't matter who fucking.
But he would constantly say things that would rhyme.
He just turned to me and said, "That's Jakers level stuff," and I was like, "I haven't thought about that in fucking literally 5 years, actually." John Strickland, Meeby Fishy, Merck's 1889, total.
When did we move?
It's
out of
very
Olive?
too inside.
Was it 5 years ago?
It was 20.
Right at the beginning of COVID, right? Slow down.
All right, Biden.
Slow down.
Correct.
Slow
Biden,
down.
correct. We're losing him. We're losing him. Help!
We post tomorrow. Yo, Chris died during the podcast. Chris just died.
How sick would that be if we actually ran with that though for a minute?
Being dead dying at 31 sucks.
Yeah, of course
It's so
it
much
Such a lame-
younger than
such
we
a-
understand.
No, it's just a lame play. Like 27, dope.
Dope.
Just like, oh,
I even
the
think
27 Chris would be
I even
cool.
think 40 kind of cool. 31 is just such a lame
I
death.
want to die at 1,000. I want to be hooked to some machines.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're gonna look like fucking Palpatine in the last movie, where he's just all like
You're gonna be
decrepit and on
Just saying
tubes
the-
and
saying
shit.
the N-word.
you're gonna look like that.
That's what keeps you alive.
You're gonna look like that
Sing it,
tree
sing
from.
it.
You're gonna look like that tree from Fallout 3.
I don't remember.
You don't remember the tree? The guy gets like melted into the tree.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
yeah, yeah.
Yo.
Like what's that fucking asshole's name in the lore of
Warhammer?
Viking shit? Who's that asshole?
Idrisil? The
That
guy
asshole in the tree.
Is it, Mimir.
Oh, Mimir.
Yeah.
Viking shit.
I forgot he was in the tree.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like,
he's been
so long.
ahead for so long. That's why.
fucking Kratos fucked his mouth and then took him down.
Kratos takes him off, cut his head off, and then face fucks him and tosses him off the mountain.
There's a mini game like in the
Old
old
Kratos
PS
would have done
games.
that. Old
Like,
Kratos would have done
He
it.
totally would have.
I think I don't know. People
he
like
resist the urge. He was like,
some people are like,
No.
oh, I don't like Kratos. Like I think him figuring himself out and like
we
getting
didn't
back
like him
and
that
like,
he was like grounded. I guess.
well, him growing up and being like, yo, I kind of suck. Like
I think those are the
for
people
right
that have
reason.
anger issues.
Yeah.
Honestly,
people just haven't grown.
the people that because I saw people. Did you
I like it.
look?
I understand
Well,
that.
wait, I want to hear what you.
wasn't that
I want to hear what you
strong.
have to say. What do you,
I was gonna say, like, look, I like it,
Mhm.
but I also get it. When people look at that and they're like, "You're trying to make us take this seriously." This dude's a fucking monster. Like, I get it.
Well, I agree.
Because there's also like this. It's funny. I've heard these conversations a couple times where it's just like a lot of people in the games industry right now are taking like old things that people really loved for what they were and then like doing therapy on them.
yeah.
You know, it's just like when really like I don't know. I don't care that you had a kid and you're like 45 and you want to express that through like a video game. Go do it. I don't think it always necessarily has to be like I want to make Master Chief do this. You know what I mean? Like I get the
understand.
annoyance in that. Having said that, I think
I
God of
actually totally
War
agree with that.
Does it better than anything else?
God of War has done it the best out of anything I've ever seen do it.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of give it a pass. But I get the core criticism there where it's just like, what do you sort it out amongst yourself?
You
I would
don't
say
have
ask
to
the
do it.
question. Ask the question. Ask this question.
Sure.
What would God of War fans prefer? Dad of War or a continuation of like God of War 3? Like
Yeah.
unanimously, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I miss when he fucking kicks the living shit out of Poseidon and blinds him with his thumbs
That
and
is
snaps
such-
his
I
neck."
want him
That
to kill
moment
Jesus.
is so brutal.
It's
like that
amazing.
moment is so like people don't talk about how fucked up that moment is because Poseidon is trying to crawl
He's
away,
trying to get back
and
into
then
the water.
They do the flash where it goes through his perspective, and Kratos is walking towards him like, "I'm about to rape
Dude,
you."
the fucking-
I'm about to-
the scene's getting blurry because he's kicking
Yeah.
the shit out of your head. So you're starting to get all blurry and you start crawling away, and then you press both fucking L.
thumbstick. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and then
so
blind
fucked
him.
up.
and
It's a dope
I'm like,
moment. It's a
yo,
dope moment.
Come on.
What makes it crazy? He really thought he was gonna do something. Like the shit that this motherfucker just did. This motherfucker just corralled the Titans to his side. The motherfuckers that you guys had to trick and defeat. You guys couldn't outfight them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I
guess the
got
way
this. I'm water.
Right. I guess the way that I would look at it is like, imagine like there was a game that you loved for a very specific reason, and like it's like okay, imagine Crash Bandicoot dealing with abortion. You know what I mean? Like it's just like there's certain you don't need everything to be
It's
that.
jarring.
He's fucking. Whoa. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Whoa.
He
The
spins-
mask is all sad too.
Yeah, the basket. He spins so slow. he
He's doing a
spins.
pirouette.
He spins like Joker in the bathroom. I want somebody animate a photorealistic Crash Bandicoot twirling depressingly in the bathroom. Right the fuck
And
now.
make him similar a little bit to Joaquin Phoenix in the face. Like not
okay.
a little bit.
All right.
So you can so it just
You're
looks
asking for too much,
insane.
sir.
No, they can do it. I've seen shit that'll blow your mind. They can do it.
I would say I don't need that extra step, but like go ahead.
Just one. Not even. Don't. Just. don't. He's so sad.
He's so depressed.
He can't even
Yeah.
finish.
So yeah, I would urge people to resist the like if you're in the games industry. I like look. Everybody goes through things. Everybody grows up. Everybody experiences things. I'm sure there's interesting ways that you can do that in the game.
It has to be organic.
It needs to be organic, and I think
Kratos works.
Right. I think it is still a bit of it is a bit of a stretch slightly,
Correct.
but I think it works.
Crash.
But
My most sincerest apologies. I know this is a difficult time.
wow.
If you need anything,
Don't ask me. The idea is that like Cortex got Coco pregnant somehow.
That is
and now
crazy.
it's a really serious situation.
That's
where, like,
great.
where,
And
like,
that end turned it into that the kid's gonna be that's how it works.
He's gonna be the letter N.
He's gonna be. It was gonna be one of those things. They had to have an abortion.
yeah, the abortion and Crash is like, whoa, my sister's suffering. Whoa, and Crunch is like,
Whoa, my sister was sorry.
Crunch
He
is
talks.
like,
That's his only
crazy.
line.
I mean, we're fucking around, but this is so stupid that it would engage me. You know, like
No, I would look. I would be.
We're here talking shit like we wouldn't all play that
Yeah,
with our
look.
fucking eyes glued to the TV.
I have two. Look. I would buy the $200 special edition statue of pregnant Coco dead on the ground. Like I would do it, but like don't do that.
yeah.
Don't make this. Don't make me buy that.
You're making
That's
that
it.
for
That's
you're
it
making
right
that
there. Don't make me
solely
buy it.
for me, for us.
That
You
is
know,
a
like
beautiful fucking line right there.
Don't make me buy this.
Yeah, don't make
me buy this.
That is literally what God of War was too. Because like there's no way I'm not gonna play it.
Right,
I
exactly.
like it though. I
100%
think
play it.
God of because I think it works really well because Kratos is. But like I get
The
what
replay
it
value
was.
fucks me though.
It's
That's
no
the thing.
replay value at all.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the long games.
That's narrative games though.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, 100%.
narrative games aren't really replay value.
They're not made to replay in the same way that we like. I
since I played Hades, what the fuck? Like,
I played through Dead Space Remake twice in a row.
What
It
is it?
was just so fucking
yeah,
good.
right. Oh, Dead Space
and because it was quick.
I mean,
dude.
I've played Resident Evil 4 too many times.
It's a greatly
Too many
paced game.
games.
It's
But the gameplay
wonderful.
is fun there too. I think the thing about Kratos is that it fits his character mostly.
It's fun. I don't actually have
I
a
think
huge
they just
problem.
do a good job.
I don't have a
Mostly.
huge problem with it. It really I like you said, don't make me buy. I actually literally did not care about him. I didn't care about Dad of War. I didn't ask for it, I didn't care, but it was one of those things, like you said, don't make me buy it, because I'm like, that's literally, they put it on a plate, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to play, obviously I'm going to play it. Obviously I'm going to fucking play it.
It sticks the landing, but you didn't have to take that jump, but it sticks the landing.
You didn't have to do it. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Resist the urge to do this with most other things.
Sure.
Because I don't think anything else is nearly as interesting enough to do this with.
The only thing I care about now is just them remaking God of War 1 and 2, particularly 2. 2 is a fantastic fucking action adventure game.
2 is crazy.
It's so fucking good.
I'm excited.
The
They're doing that, right?
Is,
has that been said or no?
They have. I don't.
whispers.
They've never said they're going to do it, but they fucking have to. And,
They should.
Dude, go back and listen to the soundtrack when he's fighting Perseus. It's fucking amazing.
I hate that
It's
he
literally
fights
just
Perseus.
penis music.
It almost sounds like Jaws type of shit. And then
I
it gets
hate
all-
that he fights Perseus. That's like my favorite character in
beats
that
the
universe.
piss out of
He
him,
beats
too.
the flaming fuck out of him, and then he beats up Hercules, my fucking homie. He beats Hercules like savagely.
Let's be real. He fucks up everyone. So it's just like
I think there's a few particular ones. Like I think obviously Poseidon, Hercules, and
Dude, fucking Theseus.
Yes,
He
yes.
smashes his head in a door
Flat.
over and over.
Flat.
And then bam, and then he just goes flopping like, and he's just dead.
That
And
really is crazy.
it's so fucking brutal.
It's
I love
so
the game.
intimately fucked up. That's why it's like this guy's a
Perseus gets the
psychopath.
secret
Fucking
level?
impaled. Oh, God.
Did you get the secret level where he fights Homer?
Simpson?
It was supposed to be like
And
it was supposed to be the Greek Homer, but it actually ended up
That
just being
someone
a Simpson.
didn't get the assignment.
Yeah, they got it completely wrong. It was too late.
No, that's not
It was too
one.
late to
That's
change.
That's not someone. That's a lot of people fucking
No.
up.
Back then it wasn't. Back then it was like
I guess, yeah,
Back then it
maybe.
was like maybe like two guys. They're
They just heard Homer,
They
they're
just
like-
heard Homer. It's like, oh, I know who Homer is. Everybody knows who Homer
They
is.
were like, this is kind of weird, but I guess I'll get on it.
They're like, I don't know Greek mythology at all, but I guess like Homer must be from
I
it.
guess Homer is a part of the pantheon.
and
They would have
literally-
said, like, they wouldn't have. For Homer, we like it is a first name basis. Like There's no other Homer.
Kratos barely wins.
I was gonna fucking say
Really?
that. Yes.
He barely, like there's a point where Kratos just has to use a gun. He just has to use a gun straight up. He's like, don't.
He pulls out a gun
To kill Homer.
Like, there's a moment where they're fighting, and Homer has a gun about to shoot Kratos, and Kratos is like,
Oh, you have to fucking do the fucking tap in the circle. It's like,
Yeah.
go.
And then you have to plug in a keyboard and type shoot.
you gotta do it quick. If you put the keyboard in too early, you fail.
Yeah.
You gotta be like,
Oh my god.
What a terrible idea. All right, we gotta fucking get out of here.
You ever play Type Into the Dead?
I love that game.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, never played it.
That shit's cool, man.
It's good shit.
We
Anyway.
should never get the money to make movies or video games because we would make shit that's really cool, but like
We would
for
make
6 people.
We would be groundbreaking. We could only make. We only would need to make one thing.
Yeah.
And then it would make $5 trillion.
We'd be the Kojimas. We'd be the Kojimas of video games, a modern generation.
Yeah.
But like reviewers would be like, kill these guys.
Yeah, Vince,
Kill
yeah.
them. Why
What a
are they doing
waste.
this?
Why are they doing this to everything?
I'm okay being martyred like that.
We
Yeah.
get the rights to Mario somehow. We make Mario a fucking porn game. Mario fucks
would
his way
make
through
Mario-
Vice
I would
Mario,
make his
Mario
dick-
should just be a porn addict.
I like that.
it's a background part of the game where he's a fucking crippling
He needs
porn
to
addict.
stop. He needs to stop to like jack off and watch
Yeah.
porn.
He
That's
like
what those pipes
wakes
are for.
he wakes up covered in porn mags and fucking tissues, and he's like, I gotta say Princess Peach.
Yeah, and he just keeps fucking. It would be so easy to save her too, but he's just so distracted by gooning.
He sees like a slightly curvy shell, and he's like, I gotta fucking give me a second
just-
while
That lamp looks crazy.
I already have blue balls, even though I jacked off like a few minutes ago.
his balls are visibly blue. His balls are out, but his pants are blue, so his balls
So
look like
blends.
Let's get the fuck out of
I
here.
know. Finish it.
The first Church of Keith David slanging the first Church of Keith David slanging
It's so
McGirt
stupid.
through the gap in Sween's teeth easy mode. Sween's gap in his teeth has his own social security number. So many gap teeth. So many of these people.
I love it.
Can't wait for the next Baldur's Gate 3 update to fuck Astarion's tight hole again while Dragon Age Veilguard devs watches. Pre-Roz, put your penis in my penis and start pissing.
Finish Veilguard, man. We'll talk about it.
It's so not fun.
Blake 896, Radiohead.
30 hours in.
Nice peeing.
I got to the point now where I'm just overpowered.
So
Bob
just
Breyer
like
really tweeted the word tranny and then fucking died.
fucking streamline it. Just beat it.
Props
More
to
sexy,
Sween
yeah,
for the
I get that.
Steez shout out. Alaskan
Yeah.
Oilfield Trash, Kazuhira.
You don't care about the characters, so who cares if you do their
most of
loyalty missions?
MGS5 is
Do
Phil
they die
Illinois.
if I don't do loser missions?
Texas Tater Salad.
It's literally Mass Effect 2.
EDP.
The way that they said it, it's most of the
is
game is doing
Drake
loyalty
in his
missions,
Ozaru form?
and then there's a
What
big
the
thing
fuck?
at the end, and it depends on
Did you
if
hear
you do the
this?
loyalty missions or not. What happened?
EDP is Drake in his Ozaru form.
Whoa.
We're getting a lot of Uzarus. Steve Urkel viciously raping ET for
Guess that makes
science.
sense.
Tickle my ass hairs. POD.
Fist
We
bump?
come, and on another man's butt. Nikki Ziggy.
Oh, which one's that?
I don't know.
Is it we come? Like we are
On
we
another
are.
man's butt.
Yeah, is it
we
that?
come. Is that we are?
Yeah, like
Youth of the Nation?
Yeah, I think that's what it must be. That.
I guess. Yeah, that must be. Paul Joseph Watson's hands here. We've consumed the body of your next preheated toast. Sorry, Miss Jackson, Badly Brave, Seriously Black, Aetherian, Orange Man Hunter, Nafrim, Melphis 1, and rounding out our list as always, the King of Haphazard.
Let's go. Yeah, brother.
Thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening. Thanks.
Balls.
Catch you guys later.
We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Remember, go to patreon.com/SnarkTank. Do it
now.